Welcome to Chuckle Sandwich. Quackity is here. Good to have you, my friend.
Yeah.
I didn't think you were going to make it.
You really didn't think so?
No.
Why not?
I was the only one that had faith in you that you were going to show up on this podcast.
Yeah.
Ted was like, this guy is never going to show up. He's
Why
the
not?
biggest
Why not?
flake.
Explain that.
And then
I
Ted
want to explain
says,
it.
and in fact, I really hope he doesn't.
This actually seems like a bit of a setup here. I feel like I'm getting framed. I was the one who reached out to you initially.
And I didn't respond.
Well, because I was like, holy shit, Quackity's in town. We should get him on the podcast because we had loads of people that were just totally dipping out on us. But we knew that you were, in terms of, you hadn't said no yet. So in terms of everything, you were probably the closest thing to a yes.
I wasn't going to be the one. I wasn't going to be the one to dip out on you. No.
You got
like
damn
that?
close.
Not like that, right?
You got damn close.
No, I will say, I was like, oh, he replied, and you guys both looked at me like, what?
Really?
yeah, and you were like, let me think about it.
Well, 'cause none of us
You and
could-
him don't have faith in me.
I had faith in
That's what
you.
I'm thinking.
He had the
I got
least
faith. There's very few things I have faith in. G-O-D.
Oh, God.
THOT.
Let me tell you what I don't have faith in. T-H-O-T. We got you comfortable. We buttered you up. What do you want to talk about today? You want to talk about Mexico? That was a serious question.
What's so funny about Mexico, man?
What's so funny about
What's so
Mexico?
funny about
What can
it?
I say? What can I say?
do you
Mexico
wanna
has
say?
a lot of issues.
A lot of issues?
Yeah.
What's your favorite issue?
No, I don't have a favorite.
What's your least favorite
What's your,
issue?
yeah, that's a better question.
What's your least favorite issue?
Well, he's talked to us about how like, whenever he goes home to Mexico, he gets stopped by the cartel.
Yeah, I've talked about it. I've talked about how the cartel is a real thing.
Yeah.
It's a real thing.
I've never seen
people
them.
make jokes about it a lot, but it's a real thing, man.
Yeah, you were telling us one time about how like when it's like you
And
don't
you
get,
laughed.
You don't well
And
you don't
laughed.
Well, because
Wow.
it's just,
Why did you laugh about it, Ted?
because it sounded
Why'd you
so
laugh about
ridiculous.
it?
It didn't sound real.
they protect avocados.
Avocado is a big market over there. It's a really big market.
There's an
You're
avocado
laughing.
cartel.
You're laughing. You're
It's
laughing.
funny. It's kind of funny.
funny.
It's kind of
Avocado-
funny.
We're all gonna
It's a real
die.
thing. It's a real
I
thing.
mean, avocados are a huge export.
Yeah.
I imagine.
Yeah, no, they are. They are. It's probably
You control
it's
the export. You control a lot of money.
Well, it depends on every state, you know, what they export, what they make money out of. You love eating avocado.
I love my
guacamole.
I love my guac.
How do you say guacamole? Say
Guac.
guacamole. Whack.
Guacamole.
You
Say it, how do you say
call it
guacamole?
whack?
You say guacamole? Is that what you say?
Guacamole.
I say
Guacamole.
say guacamole. No, I don't.
I say guacamole.
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 Say it to camera.
Hey, love me to spread some guacamole. Have it with some chips. Maybe have a little bit of a maybe have a little bit of a avocado
Yeah,
toast.
you find a big
I'm gonna
hole
stop
and
you
you
right
chase
there.
down
I'm gonna
the,
stop you right
the
there.
guacamole.
Yeah.
You grab it,
Guacamole.
squeeze it.
Hey man,
and
I
then-
love me an avocado
Yeah.
toast.
And then once you squeeze them, once you squeeze all that juice out of them, you're left with a plate of free shavacado. If you get stopped by them, so say you're going back home.
Do they recognize you?
The reality is, you know, if you get stopped by, I wouldn't even call them cartel members, but you know, you'll get stopped in the road, right? The same way you go on the 5 freeway,
Yeah.
you'll get stopped by people over there.
Is it like a car blockade?
Yeah, what is it like?
People are there. I wouldn't call it a blockade. It's people are in the middle of the road. They're
Oh
like,
shit.
yeah.
Oh.
So, I wouldn't call it a blockade like so, but it's real, man. It's real.
Well, so
It's
what?
real.
I mean,
Yeah.
have you been stopped?
I've been stopped before.
And
Yeah.
so what does it look like? What happens?
They stop you. They ask you like, "Who are you? What do you do?
Do you know Dream?
What's your profession?"
They don't.
You think the cartel knows about Dream?
Look how quiet.
You think the cartel asks you who is
I thought
Dream?
it was funny. I thought it was funny.
Do you know what the point of the mask is?
The fucking cartel comes up to you, he has the mask on. Do you know what the point of the mask is? He shows you his grades. Do you see this? I'm failing all my classes. This is where it got me.
No,
What
but
do they want to
it's
know? Like, so you say? Do you say you're a YouTuber? Do you?
yeah, I'm gonna tell him I'm a YouTuber. That's right.
what
That's,
do you?
that's okay.
Well, I mean,
Yeah,
No,
how does
they,
it go? I mean,
What do you do? What is your profession? If you got nothing to
really?
do with them, I'll let you go. That's fine.
so what do you say, like for your profession?
Well, I'm studying law. I'm studying law right now, so I just
Oh,
say
really?
I'm studying law. Yeah, I'm actually studying law.
Oh.
Yeah, so
Law
I
here
say-
or in Mexico?
over there. But the way it works is if I move to the United States, all I have to do is take an exam.
That's
something like
awesome. I didn't realize you were studying
Yeah.
law. How deep are you in law school? Or school for
so
law? I don't know.
I'm 3 out of 5 years. I got 2 more years left to go.
Oh shit.
That's it.
Is it hard?
Yeah, fuck yeah, it's hard. It's a lot of reading.
Yeah.
Do you guys like reading?
No.
Oh, I fucking hate reading.
I like reading.
It's
I
a lot
wish
of
I was
book club with my
illiterate.
It's a
girlfriend.
lot of reading. It's a lot of reading.
You have a book club with your
I have a
girlfriend?
book club with my girlfriend.
What have you been reading?
We read, what did we read? We read The Electric Kingdom, which was a good one. I don't remember who it was fucking by.
But to kind of conclude that, the cartels are a real thing.
So they
As
stop
far
you?
as I'm aware,
They ask you your
they
profession.
won't bother people that's not into deep shit, right?
Okay.
But it's still a real thing. What's
So,
that?
like, what would if you like? Can you eat avocados?
This
What?
All right, ask more
What?
questions. Let's go ahead.
I just want to know if we just wanted it. We came
Well, like
on
we got
because-
bagels on the way here.
we-
Like I had
You
my bagel
eating
had
guacamole?
avocado.
That shit's fucking illegal.
So what if they-
you get fucked over it?
I would-
you pull up, you got like Tostitos and some fucking
And you're
guac.
like, shit, you just chuck the whole thing. Just so, like the fucking ball.
No,
Like, what is that? Oh, math. I don't.
I'd like
It's not what it looks like.
I'd like to see someone eat an avocado like an apple.
I've tried it. I'm pretty
It's
sure I
not
did
good.
it on this podcast.
Oh, really?
I'm pretty sure.
Really?
Yeah. Well, we did one of the earlier things, and I'll speak about it now. I'm comfortable talking about it. Say it like it was a
Earlier
crime.
you weren't.
Yeah, earlier
now
I
you are.
wasn't.
Okay.
I
Well,
used
now
to
it's a
be.
bit-
Go ahead.
I
I used to be a lot
You can
like
go
this
for it.
lady. This used to be me, actually. And
Nice.
I would bring on here, you can hold this spider.
Fuck that, dude. Fuck that, dude.
I'd bring
Fuck
on a
that.
vegetable every episode, and we wouldn't have cameras, like, so they didn't know I was doing this, and I would just eat the whole vegetable. And it started out because I will eat raw vegetables,
What's wrong with you?
like a raw tomato or like raw carrots. I eat
That's
them.
not.
And so
Bell
one of-
pepper, perhaps?
I did that. I actually got 3 different bell peppers, and I never told anyone this. But when I wanted a conversation to end, I would eat the red one, and when I enjoyed it, I'd eat the green one. And when I was lukewarm, I'd eat the yellow one. and no
we
one
never knew about that.
No,
so
like
this-
it was like not like a bit that you could really understand
you
if
were
it wasn't
using a stoplight
explained.
system to
I was
yourself.
yeah, it was a fully and I was having such a good time with it. So that's how I entertain myself on this
Okay.
on this miserable show.
Yeah.
But yeah, I did an avocado once. I cut it in half and I tried to like eat it like a little sort of like little boat or like a little
That's
pizza
a
slice.
fucking mistake.
Fucking sucked.
Yeah.
It was so
No.
fucking bad.
Avocado, like so, is very tasteless. But you add salt, you add a lemon, you add fucking tomatoes.
You look like a doorman.
My favorite is
I'll lead you to your room. It's right over there.
You gave me like a.
I'm
you were like,
kidding.
you were- I
I'm
thought you-
kidding.
This
It's a
is-
joke, right?
We
It's a joke.
joke around a
We
little
joke
here.
around. We joke
You
around.
started-
That's fine.
You started
Yeah.
pointing before the joke was done, so I thought you were actually making reference to something over there. So okay.
Yeah,
so
this pequeño.
what got you started on YouTube, Quackity? Because maybe not all people who are listening to this podcast actually know who you are, what you do.
Right.
I'm sure that there's plenty of people who are fans of you since we're using your name in the title of this podcast to get that sweet
okay.
money.
Okay.
But
Ebrick.
What's the
we're
outbreak?
back.
And we're back.
We're back.
So, what got you started on YouTube? What was the
The dark roots.
I'm not
the
even
birth?
gonna.
the dark stain on
I'm
your
not
career.
even gonna lie.
Yeah.
One
Well,
time,
I would hope
wake-
so.
One day I woke up and I looked on YouTube. This was around in 2008,
Okay.
and I looked up. Fuck it, I'm not even joking. Roblox videos, right? So I saw a shitty ass video called "The End of Roblox." And I thought it was so cool. The way they added
Was it
the
like
music.
a cinematic?
Yeah, it was like
A machinima?
You've come full circle.
no, not that produced, right? But it was like a stupid video, right?
Like-
so I saw it. I took inspiration on it. I made my own version. I made the end of Club Penguin.
It was you.
It was that was me. That was all me.
You were the man.
I was the one.
You ended
was a-
that shit?
What?
You ended
that
Club
shit?
Penguin.
Quackity and
I
the
ended
Club
it.
Penguin.
I ended a
would do
lot of
terrible,
things.
What was the
terrible
what was the
I gotta
video?
talk about
What
it.
was the video like?
It's called the end of Club
Is it
Penguin.
still up?
It was a picture of a penguin. And and Windows Movie Maker text over it. It said the end of Club Penguin. that was the
video.
amazing movie I made. To me, it was a movie.
Was
I
that
said,
it?
that's it. The
You're
end of
telling
Club
me that
Penguin.
just the title was the whole video.
That was the movie.
Was there
That was
any
it.
music? Did you add any?
I there was this
pizzazz?
band called Two Steps of Hell.
Oh
And I
my
put-
god!
Do you remember
2
that?
steps from fucking
You know-
hell.
you
I
know that,
exactly-
you know that,
I only
right?
know it because of videos like this.
It was on like the
So I
YouTube.
put-
Yeah,
I
it's
put,
just
like-
I had one fucking song on my iPhone. It was Lux Eterna, like a banana, banana, banana.
Lux Eterna. It was called. They renamed it to Requiem for a Dream. That's what they named it to.
Oh,
I know that's it.
shit.
I know the
that.
2 steps
I
from
know
El
that
Lord. Yeah, you know it.
Because that song was used in the movie Requiem for a Dream.
No, I didn't even know it was for use in a movie. I just used it.
By the way, I just want to point this out. You
What's
pronounced
up?
Requiem wrong.
You said
Come on,
Requiem.
man.
We
He
also
said
all...
he said Requiem.
You're really gonna bring that up on it?
No, he said
on me?
I thought he said Requiem.
It's like this dude like thinks
Forget
he
this whole
knows.
conversation.
You know I'm
He
not
comes
from
here
here.
onto the podcast, thinks he knows what he's talking about. When
You know,
he's talking
I'm
about
not from
avocados.
here, right?
Yeah,
you know I'm not.
Yeah,
you know
Ted.
English isn't my first language.
Ooh,
You-
Ted, wow.
Look at the
yeah.
camera. Look at the camera and apologize.
Ted, we've got this camera, and this camera. Go ahead and say sorry.
Yeah,
Tell
sorry.
everybody why.
I've been
why you said what you said.
I've got
Tell
to
everybody
say,
how you fucked
on this
up.
day, I heavily oppressed my good friend Quackity.
Thank you.
I gotta say, I'm sorry for this.
You've
I don't.
got it?
I don't
You've
accept
got
the
it?
apology.
Wow.
I don't accept that. I don't
rude.
accept it.
There is
Don't
no-
accept
yeah,
it. Don't
You
accept
shouldn't,
it.
and you shouldn't.
No one's accepting it.
Damn.
Sorry.
Not
I
accepting
don't
it.
accept it.
Sorry.
Fucked.
You're gone.
I'm gonna go eat some avocado.
So, well, that's actually that's funny because I mean,
Yeah.
what you're doing now, in sort of a sense, is kind of what you started doing.
Exactly, and that's actually one topic I wanted to get to.
Windows. He's editing with Windows Movie Maker.
Yeah. It's a picture of his Minecraft skin that says Dream SMP, and
Yeah.
it goes banana. Yeah,
That's it.
And then it goes,
That's
cutting
it.
my life into pieces.
This is my last resort.
Holy shit.
Suffocation. I don't know. The
Do you guys remember? Do you guys remember the 009 Dreamscape?
Oh, yes,
Oh,
of
there you go. There you go.
Oh.
That's it. That's
That
it.
shit is what the point of the
Man.
mask is, man.
That's what the point of the mask is.
So have you,
Happy Wheels
so what-
montages with that fucking shit.
So have
oh
you
my
ever
God.
seen? So have you ever seen the show? And this was around the same time. Happy Tree Friends.
I fucking. You know what? You know what?
Media.
So there was.
Fucking blast.
I was probably
There
like
was-
8 years old. I was probably like 8 years
Yeah.
old. I refused myself to watch it.
Oh my God,
Probably-
that shit.
probably good.
I
that
was
shit-
one of those like
that shit
Christian kids.
disturbed
that-
me.
You probably
Yeah,
turned out a better
yeah.
person because you didn't.
The
Probably.
"Let the Bodies Hit the Floor" song I remember seeing in a compilation of this one character on that show
Flippy.
that was a military guy.
Flippy.
And-
the green bear, lovable
Which
green
is kind of
bear.
a fucked up name because he sort of
crazy.
flipped into these states where he was having sort of
Flashbacks.
trauma and flashbacks
Wow.
from
True.
like it
That's
was
true.
like a bit
Early
on
YouTube shit.
PTSD
Yep.
from like veterans, which is kind of fucked up.
I can't
But it
believe
was
you
this
brought
Most
that
of
up.
it was
was.
this thing where he'll just go into this state and just kill people and like kill these other animals and shit. But it was played to let the bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the floor.
And that was how you got your start.
That's how I got my start.
how
but
you started
that
out?
doesn't really matter right
That-
now
you
because
know
we're
what I
talking
just-
about Quackity
I know.
today.
I just realized that like the Happy Tree Friends of today is like the Meat Canyon videos.
Yeah.
Isn't
yeah,
it?
kind
True.
of.
Kind of
I
is.
don't
Well,
know what
the
that
thing about
is.
Happy Tree Friends is it looked like a kid's cartoon right up
There
until
you
the
go.
point that they started like pulling their intestines
It's like
out
Don't
of their
Hug
own
Me, I'm
stomach.
Scared. I like Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared more because it was more existential. Like,
Yeah,
That was
yeah,
fun. That
I
was fun.
agree.
You know, I had two shows which I refused myself to watch: Happy Tree Friends and Ray William Johnson.
You didn't watch?
I saw a few of them, but I'm like, he says a lot of curse words. He curses a lot. So I
Okay.
said, I'm
William
gonna,
Johnson was the copyright-free king.
You want to know just the worst thing?
yeah.
He was the
So-
Tosh 0.0.
But I was a kid, and when
That's fucked up.
I was discovering what parody was on YouTube, and so I made a parody of like
Without
equal-
knowing what parody was?
Yes. Well, I was trying it out for the first time, so I made a parody of Ray William Johnson. It was equals 3, right? Is what it called.
Right,
Yeah,
yeah,
I
it
called it
was.
like equals 4 or some bullshit. But I'd never watched Ray William Johnson. I just looked up pictures of him and did things I thought that he would do. So I like got like hair gel and like spiked my hair up and made like some like fucking
Is this available anywhere?
attempt. Absolutely
What?
not. Absolutely not.
No, like, is it not available to the public? Is it available to me to see?
Or me. I'm the guest here, right?
Come on.
Come on,
I
man.
guess special
Surely
treatment,
you'll let
right?
us
I guess
have
special
it.
treatment.
How old were you?
Come on.
Maybe after the pod.
Oh, yeah, of course, after the podcast, but like, how old were you when you did this?
I don't know. This was probably. I think I was in middle school.
Wow.
That's fucked up.
What do you mean that's fucked
That's
up?
fucked up.
Yeah, it was.
That's
It
fucked
was
up.
fucked
This
up.
is the go-to
It was
thing
fucked
right
up.
now.
That's
It's fucked up.
Dude, that's
Well, no, I was serious
fucked up.
about you. I was serious about you.
Really?
Man,
I would like to
maybe I was
formally
drunk about it.
apologize to Quackity in this episode. I feel like I've
Thank you.
really he was a true friend, and
Yeah.
I didn't act that way.
Sorry,
I am-
Quackity.
That's
I'm sorry you
fine.
had to come on.
You just made me super
Sorry.
uncomfortable. That's it. That's it, though.
We like to do that here.
Fair
So
enough.
so you were doing the sort of a Discord talent show, that kind of vibe. What made you change to sort of a bit of a Minecrafter?
That's always been my thing, dude. You know, and I actually want to talk about this.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people out there who tweet out a bunch of shit. They're like, I miss the old Quackity. Fuck the new Quackity.
You've changed.
He did Dream SMP and he fucking got ruined and he's shit now.
He's
Right?
shitting
He's
in
shit.
bowls, and he's throwing them into traffic.
I actually agree with the,
Really?
I actually
Okay,
tweeted-
let's hear it, let's hear
I
it.
actually tweeted, was one of those, I was on my alt account,
Really?
and I
His
tweeted.
burner?
I tweeted I tweeted a little Quackity
A
neg.
thread.
Yeah,
His Quackity neg,
I
yeah.
did a little Quackity neg, and I said,
That's fucked
I miss
up.
the old Quackity.
That's fucked up.
Before he became one of
Oh no.
one of
No,
one of Dream's sidemen,
One of Dream's lackeys.
one of Dream's little goons.
his faceless.
yeah,
You know,
His
he's a side
entourage,
character. They call
yeah.
it a side character.
Your
Oh
side
my god,
character.
yeah.
I'm a side character. That's what I am.
of the Dream cinematic.
Because now you're only a
universe.
character in a story.
That's all I am. That's all I am.
Not a man.
No, not a man. I went past
Not a
that
man,
phase.
but a
I'm-
block.
That's not what I am anymore.
But generally, like what like obviously there was a shift in like what
Yeah.
you did for content. So like I mean what
It's not the
did-
first time. That's the thing. It's not the first time.
was the
I've been 8 years on YouTube, and I've changed things maybe like 5 times. I've changed my content like 5 times. You know what
Oh.
people say nowadays? They're like, I miss the Texas speech Quackity.
Texas Beach.
I used to make Texas speech videos, right? I used to make
fuck is
Texas
that
speech.
What does that mean?
You fucking type a thing on a robot, and the robot reads it for you. It's like Siri.
Oh!
It's like Siri.
Bro, I thought you said Texas Beach.
Is that not what he said?
I thought he said
I was
Texas
like,
Beach.
where's
I would
Texas
never live in
Beach?
Texas under any circumstance.
What happened on Texas
don't
Beach,
even.
Quackity?
Well, here's
What
the
did
thing.
you do?
There's not too much coastline on in Texas either, so
got
it's
a
like
little bit.
a little bit.
Gulf of Mexico.
Well, yeah, exactly. But like that's
What the hell
only
did you
Texas
do
Beach
on
really
the
got.
Gulf of Mexico?
But I did hear Texas Beach at first, but I did eventually hear Texas
Yeah.
Beach. Are you talking about like those videos where they just read Reddit posts?
Yeah,
And,
so
like,
so
So
you
this-
look up Texas Speech,
This makes
AT&T. That's what I used to do. AT&T, Texas Speech. I'd fucking
AT&T?
AT&T used to have a Texas speech program. So what I would do, I would type in like,
Whoa.
"Hey guys, my name is Quackity," and we're like, "Hey guys, my name is Quackity."
Hey
and
guys,
that's
my
how I used to
name
make my
is
fucking videos,
Quackity.
right?
Is this like, are you making like notepad? Like,
Wait, listen to Charlie. Do it.
What?
Do it again.
Do what?
You
What
know
are you
what you want.
Yeah, I
to
do know what you're talking about. Give me something to say. Give me
Hey
something.
guys, my name is Quackity.
Hey guys, my name is Quackity.
That's exactly what I
That
used to
good?
do. That is exactly what I used to do.
were you like showing people
I was-
how to open, how to
No, I
add
was
texture packs?
I
to
was
Minecraft?
doing I
Like-
was doing fucking Roblox videos, right?
Oh, wow.
With the Texas speech over it. I was miserable. I fucking hated that shit.
Was it the-
because I couldn't share my real voice. I couldn't share my real emotions.
Right.
That's
So,
it. That's
what's
it.
that?
That's it.
What is that one song? And I'm gonna try to do an imitation of it
Oh,
right now.
yeah.
Christ. Oh, that's Dreamscape. That's 009 Dreamscape.
Okay.
There you go.
Probably.
No, yeah, it's you put it in
Glad-
tutorials.
I don't really-
You put it in tutorials.
Glad you know.
Yeah, and it's copyright now.
Oh, really?
No, what?
Yeah, I used to do Inside the Mind Overwatch videos, and for one of them, I just decided I wasn't going to do any
What?
commentary. I was just going to do text in that song because I thought it would be funny, and it got taken down. It got claimed. So you can't. You
You
can't.
just lost out.
Yeah,
on
you can't use
$3
like the
fucking dollars.
trans
Man,
sound.
there's
Hey,
probably
fuck
so
you.
many videos. There's probably so many videos from old YouTube that is now just
Yes.
unavailable.
There are, and it's a bummer. Okay, so yeah, that was one of the shifts. I want to know all of them.
All of
I want to
them?
know all the shifts.
I started out. Do you guys know Toontown? Do you guys ever play Toontown?
Yes.
There
we
you go.
know.
There you
Toontown.
go.
remember
We
throwing
know. Fucking
reaches
big
for the
chug. Come on, take a
alcohol.
big
Cheers to
chug. Let's go.
Toontown.
Cheers. Toontown. I started out with Toontown videos. You know what I did? There was these fucking 3 Toontown creators, right?
Yeah.
Each of them had like max like 8,000 subscribers, but I thought that shit was like huge. So I was like,
Absolutely.
I want to fucking add him in the game. So I started making my own Toontown videos, and I succeeded, but way beyond, way
Beyond your wildest
way
dream.
beyond my
I
wildest
succeeded.
dream.
That's
Yeah,
a great way to just like tell a story.
yeah.
For a time I was doing this. I succeeded.
That's like Jeff Bezos talking about his creation of Amazon. Yeah, for a while I ran a book selling service. Now I'm almost $1 trillion company.
Congratulations.
That's literally what happened
And I'm
to me.
going
Great
to
job, Jeff.
space.
We're proud of you.
I wanted to fucking add him in game, so I started making Toontown shit. But then a bunch of shit happened.
The enemies you fight in Toontown are pretty much Jeff Bezos, now that I think about it.
It literally is.
It really is.
They're
Literally.
the
called-
corpos.
Yeah, it's
the
like
cogs.
Corpos.
They're called cogs.
Are they called cogs?
They're called cogs. Yeah, so I started making that. I figured I don't want to be in this community anymore. Well, I didn't think that. It kind of happened out
Bunch
of
of cogs.
It was an
Toontown
accident.
community Toxic.
Do you guys remember Undertale? You guys remember Undertale?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I started making fucking Undertale sucks. I literally call that the video. Undertale sucks. And that's what boosted me beyond Toontown.
Undertale songs?
Me
or sucks?
talking shit about a video game.
Negativity brought you
sucks.
to a new level.
Undertale
You're
neck.
an Undertale neck. Yeah.
Undertale neck, yeah.
Okay, what is
Undertale neck.
And then I succeeded.
You know what? The funny thing, I got a shit ton of dislikes, right? The dislikes overtook the likes. Oh, fucking 3 years later, YouTube removes all the dislikes. It has like, there's no dislikes on that video anymore.
Yeah, fuck Undertale.
Fuck Undertale,
Yeah.
right?
Maybe it was from the creator of Undertale and he made a bunch of alt accounts and then YouTube got rid of them.
You think fucking Toby Fox is on your face? Like, I can't take this. Like,
that
That's
could
the
be
Keith
it. That
voice
could be
using
it.
right there.
the Keith voice?
Yeah.
I have like 2 voices.
What up, Chucklers? We're going to be talking about today's sponsors for this episode, the first of which is Manscaped. You know what's spookier than a black cat on Halloween's Eve? It's shaving your balls with anything other than Manscaped. When it comes to below-the-waist grooming, there's no need to carve your pumpkins this year because Manscaped is ready to upgrade your grooming experience. Everybody knows we're in spooky season. Have you ever tried to trim your balls and it turned into a Freddy Krueger film? Well, luckily, Manscaped is here to save the day and make sure you're smelling fresh with their new refined body wash. Unlock your confidence with the Performance Package 4.0. Inside, you'll find the holy grail of men's grooming items. It's a full moon out, and the werewolf in your pants is howling. It's time to tackle that problem with the Lawnmower 4.0 and join the 2 million men worldwide by going to manscaped.com for 20% off plus free shipping with our link manscaped.com/chuckle. Once again, that's manscaped.com/chuckle. Our other wonderful sponsor today is HelloFresh. With HelloFresh, you can get fresh, pre-measured ingredients and seasonal recipes delivered right to your doorstep. Skip trips to the grocery store and count on HelloFresh to make home cooking easy, fun, and affordable. That's why it's America's #1 meal kit. HelloFresh offers 50 menu and market items to choose from every week, including vegetarian, calorie smart, and gourmet options, providing plenty of variety. With options like quick and easy meals, low prep, one pan, and 10 to 15 minute meals, that's time cut down spending on cooking and cleaning, and more time for yourself. I've already said this before, but I used HelloFresh at the same time that I was doing college and YouTube at the same time, and it saved me a bunch of time that I would have spent cooking. And honestly, I probably wouldn't have even cooked food for myself at all otherwise. I would have ordered food or something, and it would have been way more expensive. You can go to HelloFresh.com/Chuckle14 and use code Chuckle14 for up to 14 free meals, including free shipping. Once again, that's HelloFresh.com/Chuckle14 using code Chuckle14. Thanks for listening, folks, and let's get back to the episode.
This new sort of Minecraft world, sort of Dream SMP crowd kind of content is a new form of content. But
is.
the last one was sort of the Discord. Discord's got talent.
That's right.
I'm going to
That's right.
animate some people. They move left and right very fast.
A lot of zoom-ins.
And
S-Shake. We like
S-Shake.
S-Shake. We love
S-Shake.
S-Shake.
I wouldn't be no one without S-Shake. S-Shake saved
how
me.
long did that period go
0.1
on
amplitude,
for before you
7
changed?
frequency.
That went on for probably a year.
A
A
year?
year and a half.
It must. I
maybe?
think it was a little longer.
That
I feel like it must have been at
that
least
was
2
a
years.
big part of my career.
I feel like
the S-Shake.
When was
the
the first time we
Discord
met each
stuff.
other? Because it was like, that was like
2008, 19?
probably
I've
18 or
known
19.
him for. I've known you guys for a long ass time.
we've known each other for like
Actually, yeah.
at least 3 years.
right?
Yeah, I met you at like VidCon at some point. And
Really?
you were very cool. We just like it was very brief. It was very brief though. It was
Did
just,
Like
like
after
interaction.
this summer, it has to be like a 3-year mark of knowing each
Yeah,
other, I'd say.
probably.
We
I
used
did that
to do
shit
the
for a
little
long time.
truck driver sims together.
I want to talk about that.
We used to
talk-
go on
talk
drives.
about
Schlatt at one point became my only friend. You don't know that, and you don't know that either. You remember
Really?
that either? Yeah. It was the
Clip
middle of
that.
the pandemic. It was the middle of the pandemic. I was just on my computer every fucking day. I had no one. I'm like, and jschlatt, I think, was like, come be in a video. I was like, okay, I'll be in a video. And jschlatt was essentially the only person I talked to during the pandemic, at the start of the pandemic, at least.
And all I was doing, I had bought a steering wheel that I clamped onto my desk and a fucking gas pedal. And every night I was just like, American Truck Driver Simulator.
I would do that shit too. I would do that shit too.
And I was just, and Quackity was just like, yes, you know, I got all this stuff going on. I was like,
Was that what you were doing while I was fucking spilling it all out?
Hang
Yeah,
on, I gotta
man.
make a turn.
Make a fucking shirt
Driving
off.
steering wheel, it's like,
Yeah.
it happens to the best of us. You guys, it's like, you know what you guys are? You guys are like those truck drivers that drive cross country because they all got radios, and they're the ones
CB
that
radio.
while they're on the highway, the ones that are near each other will just chat with each other.
He shared with
pork
me.
chop coming in. I was like Spencer.
chop.
I was like Spencer and
Carly.
iCarly with
Yeah.
that fucking CB radio.
Yeah, Jeffrey.
And you
Train.
shared with me your one Spotify playlist. Do you remember that?
Yes, I do.
What was like mellow
Mellow and folk.
and folk. There you
Yeah,
go.
that's
There you
a
go.
great
I still
one.
have that. I
Oh,
still
thank
listen
you.
to
Yeah,
that.
not a
And
fan.
you shared with me
Uh-oh.
canciones fácil de cantar.
Yes, I did. I was talking to jschlatt at that point. I was like, I want you to hear to Mexican music.
Yeah.
I want you to
Voy
hear
a
Mexican music.
arrancar. Soy el chofer. And I was just
We
fucking,
have
yeah,
history. I'm
man.
sorry.
This is great.
I'm sorry.
No, this is fun to listen to. I've never heard
I
of
was
it.
pissed off every
fucking
5
awesome
minutes.
to-
You'd
Well,
go a little
actually,
too fast, and the cops always would go the speed limit in this fucking game. And if you passed them even a mile per hour over the speed limit, they'd always give you a fucking ticket.
I
That's
think
right.
that you actually showed me that playlist that young Alex here had showed you.
I'm sure I did.
That's how
I
impactful
showed it
it
to a lot
was.
of people. It's
Really?
a great playlist, yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
I
man.
still have it. I still have it.
Canciones fácil de cantar.
But going back to the original thing, I've gone through like 5 fucking phases of my channel, which is going back to what you asked. You asked it, so
I'm not mad.
answering.
Yeah, Ted.
You
You
look,
think I'm
You had to
mad?
go and ask him, man.
You think I'm mad that
do
you're
that.
coming back to my original question?
yeah.
And he succeeded in all of them.
And he
excelled,
won every
dude.
step of the way.
So-
I this is one thing I want to say. Compared to what I used, no.
I don't know why you phrased it like that. Yeah.
Relax. I
Wow.
enjoy.
That'll last me a while.
That's a hearty.
It'll last me a
Just
while.
go
Just sip it.
on,
I'm gonna
okay,
sip it. I don't want to keep holding the fucking bottle. Give me a break. A lot of you listeners love you to death. I've been drinking Fireball.
What I
I'm
want.
drinking water.
Thank you. Thank you, Bora.
There you go. There you go. That's
Keep
fine.
going though. I don't mean.
Oh,
to
wait.
Hey.
Hey.
It's nice to
Keep going.
nice to see you guys.
Keep going.
I have
happy.
shorts.
I'm
I have
so-
shorts.
And your thighs are luscious.
I have shorts. I'm just saying.
You got beautiful legs.
What I was gonna say is that I think the major criticism I receive nowadays is people saying I miss Old Quackity, and
And let's
I've-
just spell
I've
that
said-
right now.
yeah, okay, yeah, I've
Look to the camera.
I think in terms of what I'm doing nowadays, in terms of content,
Yeah.
is what I've enjoyed the most
That's really
for a long
good.
time. Probably the most I've enjoyed ever.
Really?
You know, people see Dream SMP, right? They say Dream. It's like, oh, the fucking that fucking guy.
Fucking green guy with the smile. I'm gonna lose my mind. Like that?
No.
And to an extent, they're right.
Maybe, but I started out my channel with fucking the end of Club Penguin. Now I'm doing the end of fucking Dream SMP, right?
Yeah, full circle.
It's a full circle.
I love
I'm
it.
Cycle.
I'm enjoying a lot what I do right now because I get creatively challenged. Like I creatively challenge myself, so I fucking like it. I like it. I like the fucking stupid little ass stories that people are like, fuck, that's a fucking stupid ass story. I enjoy it.
Last time we were talking, you said you were working on something that you were very, very excited about for creatively for this thing.
I think that's the difference between the audience I have now and the audience I have then. I have people that watch me. I have people that are interested in what I do. So I enjoy it. Obviously, if you had 10 million more subscribers than you have now, would you enjoy it? Even if they were a bunch of people that you don't know if you like this on it, would you enjoy it?
Yeah.
10 million more subscribers.
I'd be making so much fucking money.
There you go.
So,
That's
which
one
leads me
thing.
to
That's
the
one
next
thing.
question we had penned in. How much money do you make in a month? In a month,
You don't have to answer that question.
Literally
is it
don't.
more than the average median income family in the
Almost.
United States?
Almost.
For a whole year. Do you make more than everyone's who's watching parents
How much you
combined
make?
in a year?
I gotta calculate it, right?
Right.
How much do you make? How much do you make?
Oh, fuck.
Because I gotta make sure that
I just sold some plushies last month. I mean, holy shit, I'm grossing
no,
over $1 million a
No,
year.
forget about it. Forget about it. I don't. I mean, based on your income alone,
It's more?
probably not.
You think no? You think I'm making more than you?
How much do you make?
This is an awkward conversation to have. I feel like it's.
How much do you make? No. How much do you make, Ted? How much do you make, Ted?
I keep all my videos monetization off, and then I run a lemonade stand, and that's what that's what I do.
I think. I mean, it's like we're all kind of like open with each other, but I feel like nobody really wants to just tell the world how much money they make, because that's just like I feel
That's
like
because
that's
it's-
generally
that's
public.
because
Then
it's
people will
fucking
stop
stupid.
donating.
Well, it's I feel like it's kind of like a private thing, but I also don't really know why.
Sharing incomes.
Because corporate. Okay, so here's the thing, right? Is it corporate America dissuades you from talking about your money with your peers, but in the YouTube sphere, it's a different situation where I personally feel very guilty for doing as well as I do. I
Yeah.
feel like we should just pay our teachers more.
Just
Like,
give
this
it
is
to me.
this is
Just give it to
bullshit.
me.
This is
Just give it to
absolute
me.
bullshit.
Just give it to me
you just
instead.
give it to me.
I know
It's
how to
fine.
spend
guys.
it. I know how to spend it. I'll spend some money right now.
I am,
Fucking fart,
you know,
fart peeps.
for a new
Fucking Tesla. That guy.
Oh, the Tesla.
Talk
Yeah,
about it.
yeah.
Talk
You're
about
just gonna
it.
use it
Yeah.
on in-app Tesla
Yeah, of
purchases
course.
for more
Yeah.
sound effects.
You know those
for a
shits
new
are
person
capped.
that's out of school, out of college. I'm doing very, very well, which is also part of why it feels weird to do streams, for me at least, because it's like the whole donation thing. Like that's part of the reason why
Money could go anywhere else.
you know, it's like I could spend that same
It's
time I do
self-sabotage
streaming,
right now.
You can
like
send 'em to me,
working
it's
on videos or something. I'm self-sabotaging right now.
No, I said yeah, but saying like your donations, like why are you? doing
Well, a
this?
lot of, I mean, even when I did streaming, when someone would donate something crazy, I'd be like, you really don't have to send
Yeah, and then they
that,
do it
that
again.
much.
It's-
I know
They do it again, they keep doing it.
It's ridiculous.
And then, oh my God, they charge back everything. And now I have
and
to
now,
pay
and now I
$20
lost all that
for
money
a
plus
transaction.
$20.
That was so fucked up. I had
Yeah.
some dude when I was streaming back in the day donate like 50 times, $2 each time.
Oh.
Charge back all of them.
And then each time that you get that charge back, and for people that don't know, it's
fee.
$20 fee from PayPal every time someone charges
Bruh.
back. This
That's
could be
fucked
fueling maybe some villains online, but this could also let
Forget
people
this
know.
information instantly.
If you really
We
wanna,
get the money.
if you
at the
really
end of
want
the
to
day.
ruin Quackity's day,
1,000. If you donate 1,000 $1 donations to Quackity and then charge them all back, you will cost him $20,000.
You know
will
what? You know
plunge
what?
him into debt.
You want to know what happened one time? Some guy donated like this Minecraft YouTuber. It was literally a YouTuber. He gifted me like $1,500. Right? It was
That's
an
ridiculous.
insane amount.
Yeah, it's absurd.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, this guy's not gonna charge back because he's a YouTuber. As a YouTuber, you gotta protect your rep, all that. So I bring him in the call. I'm like, yeah, well, not a big YouTuber. It was like some small time.
oh, he's not
person.
a big deal, says Quackity.
What can I say? I bring him on stream. I bring him on stream. I'm like, thank you, dude. Come play fucking Habbo with me.
Habbo
right?
Hotel?
Habbo Hotel. I'm like, come play with me. Blah blah blah. Next day, he fucking charges his back.
Oh, I guess you really
yeah.
hated Habbo Hotel. Yeah.
Did you expose him?
No, I didn't. Why would I?
Because you're nice and he took advantage of you.
Well, yeah, but you're not gonna just like.
He took it.
I
You
would-
can't put. You can't put.
I would have come
You
on
would.
stream
Yeah,
the
you
next
would've.
day
You
and
would.
been like,
But you would
this
do a
guy-
lot of things that I wouldn't.
That's very fair.
You should have gone then on his stream and said, hey, this guy's audience.
I was like, that's fucked up. I'm gonna follow him. I followed him from Twitter. Fucking asshole has the audacity to follow me back. That's fucked up. He fucking charges
he-
back.
That's fucked up. Maybe you didn't. I don't know. Maybe you didn't know. Probably you did. I don't know.
Damn.
But chargebacks.
Chargebacks are tough, especially
I
it's
just-
especially an issue for someone who's trying to make a living on Twitch, but they're not necessarily like a larger streamer that
Like
they
us.
can offset.
Yeah.
Okay, they can offset that because a chargeback for someone who's like maybe doing like 100 viewers a stream or something like that, that can fucking.
That can
If
hurt.
it's a lot, like
I-
100 chargebacks of like $2 like that.
Well, let's be
that-
clear as well. Like chargebacks suck when it is like an intended
Yeah.
sabotage,
Yeah,
right? Because that
of course.
that money's like not going anywhere.
But you also
helpful.
have to be responsible with it. I had a person which I knew in the Toontown days, back when we get like fucking 50 viewers.
Yeah.
Someone donated $2,000 to him. Next day he buys like a full set of speakers.
And then you got charged back.
He got charged back. He got charged back. He's
Damn.
like, how did I know? How did I not know this was gonna happen? You fucking asked
Yeah,
for it,
the
dude.
general rule of thumb is to wait 3 months before spending any money you make off of that. That
Really?
sort of because it's like that's the how long it takes for the opportunity for people to be able to do the chargeback.
Of course.
Oh, you didn't know?
Yeah, it's like a net 90
guess.
kind of thing.
I guess.
like,
I
Where'd
guess
you get that?
2
Where'd you
days.
get that suit?
I don't know.
Well,
you
somebody
tell me.
donated $50 yesterday.
Dude,
Yeah, I suppose we haven't really referenced the elephant in the room. We're all getting cozy today here with Quackity.
Yes.
We're wearing not our merch. We're wearing Game Grumps merch that they so graciously
very
allowed
cozy.
us to have. And
What do you?
what is
10 minute
this?
power.
10-minute power hour merch. It's 10-minute power hour
This is
merch.
10-minute power hour merch. Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
This is a show that they do. I don't fucking know. Quacky, what do you like to spend money on? If there's like one thing
I
you
don't-
treat
I don't-
yourself to,
Okay,
do you-
yeah,
I
that's a
don't
better
have-
way to say that
There you go.
rather than what
How
do
much
you
money do
spend
you
mon-
make?
Yeah.
But what do you spend money on?
You seem to be really focused on his money.
I've
right
always
now,
been
so
really reserved with what I spend money on.
That's
the
good.
only major purchase I've made in the last 8 years, which is how long I've been doing YouTube
Whoa.
for, is just a car. I
Nice.
like cars. I
Literally
like
same.
driving. That's my hobby. My literal hobby is driving. So the only thing I've spent it on is a car, and that's it.
You should have seen this dude when I was originally moving to LA and I was road tripping with my dad. He was replying to like half my stories, being like, "Oh, shit, dude, that's crazy,
Chad, you're on the road.
dude." I mean, because you really like.
I love.
I mean,
driving.
have you never really done a long road trip, or are you just
I
really
have.
enthralled
I
with
have.
the
I went-
concept of them?
I went all the way to Seattle on the car
From
that I
California?
got. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so you know
that's
how
a,
to do
that's
your
a
road
decent
trip.
road trip,
That's
right?
a
That's a good
big
road
road
trip.
trip.
That's a good road trip.
Yeah,
I fucking love driving. Driving is my only hobby. Apart,
I like
you know,
driving too. You know
Apart
who
from
hates
what?
driving?
Who?
This guy.
I rent cars that drive for me.
He rents a Tesla.
I rent
Oh,
the
okay.
Tesla and I just put it. I love doing this. I'll put it in self-driving and then I'll just like do something else.
You're just on
And
your
the
phone
car
while
is
driving?
just like, hey,
Yeah.
you know, you still have to hold on to the wheel, and I'm like, what? Just fucking
Oh,
doing
shut
it.
the fuck up.
Why do I need to? Why do I need to intervene? The car drives itself.
Because he doesn't want. It doesn't want you sleeping.
Well, I'm gonna. There's nothing that car is gonna do.
It's gonna. You're gonna crash.
It's gonna pull you. We told you it's gonna arrest
What is it?
you. It's gonna
So,
take you to
well,
court.
Here's the thing. The Tesla has cameras all around the fucking car.
So that
So
makes
it
it fine
sees-
to text
No,
and
no, no,
drive,
no.
right?
It sees everything. So like, what if you're driving and you're like, fuck, I gotta make this light, and so you step on it real quick, and then the Tesla's like, what the fuck are you doing? And then it just hits the brake for you, pulls on over to the side of the road, locks the doors, and calls the cops on you. And then it just waits there, and you're just in the car. It's like a
go,
it's
go!
like a fucking bait car. They just shut the car
go
down.
for
And
it.
you're like,
That's the future you're looking forward to right now.
And then the cops come, and then the Tesla's like, here are the violations.
Fucking got you.
Fucking prints
Here are
out
the
a
violations.
receipt.
Here are the files. It's like I fucking bought you, dude. What are you doing?
AT&T
Start, like,
text to
destroying it.
speech. Yeah.
There you go.
Did you the text to speech, was that like the really dumb sounding one? Like, hello,
Yeah.
today I
That's it. And I remember the name. It was Yell. No, I don't remember the name. I lied to you.
Oh, you
but it was.
us.
I lied to you. I'm sorry. What can I say? What can I say? What can I say?
I
I've
just
been lying this
remembered-
entire time.
I just remembered that I used to make montage parodies.
MLG era.
And I made a
couple of those.
You made a couple of
Don't
those. You made a
talk
couple of
to me
those. I know
about
you made a
montage
couple.
parodies.
I made Smash Bros. MLG parodies. That's how I got my
I
start.
made Toontown.
When I
Awesome, man.
when I
What
was
the hell?
when I was still doing my gaming videos with Gibberday, I played Altus Life for a long time.
What the hell
it's
is that?
I don't know what
It's
that
a
is.
server type that you could go on in Arma, where it was basically like GTA. It was like the GTA
you showed me
RP servers that happen now with GTA 5, except it was in Arma 3 on the island of Althus. And you could like go and you could like run drugs and stuff. And there were people who played cops and stuff. It was basically the same thing. It was an RP server. And I made a fucking... I made an MLG fucking parody from
Dude,
that
that
game.
shit was comedy, man.
all
It was
that
comedy.
shit. I think a lot of us have roots.
We
in
went through that,
MLG,
right?
bro.
All
Did you
of
do
it.
that? Did you do MLG?
I did that
Oh, yeah,
shit.
Oh
I
yeah,
did-
you said Toontown.
Toontown.
Yeah.
How much can you do MLG on fucking Toontown, man?
Well, so
That shit was like-
I had a good system because I would do it for every new Smash character,
Ooh,
and I would just
that's
yeah,
easy.
I would do like a new one. So I remember like Mega Man. I remember fucking like motion tracking instead of a mountain. He was standing on a fucking like bag of Doritos or some stupid shit like that.
That's funny.
Yeah, it was great.
I
I was really proud of it too.
you know that EB Games commercial where the guy's like, copy that. No,
No.
Oh, copy that.
no.
Nervous.
No.
It's the guy who walks in and he's dressed in the military gear and he says he wants Call of Duty and then he says,
Call of Duty. yeah.
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 Modern Warfare 2.
Yeah.
Copy that. And then I edited that, and I thought it was funny.
Come on, you can
Go
say
on,
put-
go on.
I thought it was
fun.
funny.
Right after
Shut
he
up.
said copy that, I put 9/11 footage.
Oh my
Okay.
God.
And it
Oh
that
my
was
God.
and the video got like hundreds of thousands of views, and I was like, this is perfect.
And you're
Wow.
proud of that.
Yep.
I'm gonna keep
You're
doing
proud of
that.
that.
I succeeded.
You kept doing it.
succeeded.
You kept doing it. Okay.
I succeeded.
Yeah, well, I don't know what the moral of that story was.
That was.
And then I did this really
Oh
fun.
no.
Then I just got funnier. I'll save you the headache, you know.
I'll save you the trouble.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I'm trying to think of what the edits were exactly. It was like I would find the green screen assets for it. Like I
Yeah.
would look at green screen, like hit markers everywhere.
Lifesavers.
Life
The green screens guys. And the sound effects
Oh my
guys.
God, yes.
Lifesaver YouTube
Yes,
channels.
it was, and I would just slap
Yeah.
on chroma key and be like, "That's an edit, baby."
That's it. That's
an
it.
edit.
That's
Freaking
it. Did you ever use the asset with all the fucking guns? Like,
Yes,
covered it.
yeah, like explosion. Yeah, I had so many green screen explosions.
So where did you find that one asset you talked about?
9/11.
Where'd you find it?
The 9/11 archives? I don't know.
I probably
That's fucked
googled
up,
it.
Ted.
I probably googled it.
Ted,
He's the
that's
one who
fucked
made
up.
it.
I made it. I'll take responsibility, but I
Okay.
can do it because I was in New York when that happened.
Oh shit, you
Jesus,
were.
really?
Yeah,
Were you
yeah.
actually?
Yes, my dad was in New York City. My uncle was a fucking firefighter.
Do you have
He-
any memories from it?
No, I was 2.
yeah, that's true.
My uncle was a FD,
Did he take you?
FDNY,
Did he
dude.
take him with?
He worked on the fucking pile for like weeks after it happened. First responder.
Did he take you with him?
No, you didn't take me to the
I was just-
wreckage. Like bring your son
Ted,
into work.
Ted, you had another question. Ted, you had another question.
Okay.
Ted, you had another question.
Departing from the
I
9/11
figured-
conversation.
Well, no, that's
let's
not.
keep
That's
going.
not.
No, let's keep going. I'm not done here.
So departing from the 9/11 conversation, we usually, whenever we have a guest on, we usually ask them a very important question.
Okay.
But since I don't usually ask a question, I'm going to pass this off to Charlie.
Hey, thanks for passing it off to me, Ted. I just got one question for you,
Okay.
Quackity. You're here on Chuckle Sandwich. We've gotten in a couple chortles.
Okay.
A couple chuckles even. Whatever that is. Slide's having an asthma attack now. And what we like to do is we like to go around and establish that we are all different parts of the sandwich. So, for instance, Ted is the butt. Jesus, man, you are panting.
We were both doing it.
You
We
are
were
a
both
you
doing
are
it.
a beast.
I was doing it, and he was doing it, and you were kind of doing it.
Ted is the butt loaves of bread.
Okay.
Mwah.
Schlatt is the mayo. I am the meat.
Of course. Of course. You are the meat.
I'm the meat.
Okay. What am I? What am I?
Well,
No, what
so
are
that's
you?
not how the game
Oh.
is played. You tell us what you are in the sandwich now.
I'm the ×2 meat. I'm the extra meat.
He's the double meat.
Dude,
the
he's
double
the
meat.
when you order extra meat. Wow.
That's it. That's it.
I'm so
Okay.
glad someone finally said that. You know, it's like my
What did everyone else say? when they would come on
I
this
literally always forget. I have when it comes to this question, I'm so excited to ask it, and then I have the memory of a goldfish on what was actually said.
We had cheese last time. We had pickle last time.
No one said pickle. He just
chips.
said cheese.
There was chips
well,
on the
Will
side.
Neff, Will Neff was the chips that you crumble up and put on it.
I only know Will Neff from one place. I went to a sushi place with Austin Show.
Oh.
And he says, Will Neff recommended this to me. Oh,
What place was it?
That guy's fucking...
What
Will
sushi
Neff
place?
is the fucking best.
That guy's
person
fucking
on the
awesome.
planet, dude. He's the best.
He's
person
really
on the
sweet. He's a
planet.
really sweet guy.
You guys had a Will Neff in here?
Yeah,
Which seat?
like
Which
10
seat? Which
minutes.
seat? Which seat?
This one.
You saw him on the way out.
That was what...
Yes.
Holy
You
shit, that was
literally
Will
saw
Neff.
him. You shook his fucking
No
hand.
fucking way.
Yeah.
And he said, "Hey, I'm Will Neff."
Do you remember that? When he
he's
said
like,
that,
"Oh,
when
I
he said
don't
that, he was Will Neff.
I don't
What was
remember
going through your
that.
head when you said, "Hi, my name is William"?
I said,
Nephew.
I gotta act
what?
normal in front of all these people.
He was probably like, "Hi, my name is Will Neff," and he was like, "No, that's not possible," and then just deleted it from his brain.
Can you guys bring him back?
No.
No,
it was
he's
hard
gone.
enough
He
getting all
doesn't.
these
He
people
doesn't really
on.
want to come back.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, no one has wanted to come back after this.
Yeah. No one
I can
ever
see why.
comes back.
We have everyone
That's
on
okay.
once. That's the
Okay.
that's the
Whatever.
strat.
Oh wait. Oh well. I said I'm. I said I'm. I was. Ted. Thank you, Ted. I said I'm the double meat. What does that mean?
It
I
means
mean,
that you're
you
a part
said
of
it.
the
I would hope
sandwich.
that you know. It's. We ask you. Yeah, like everyone that comes on is now a part of the sandwich. The sandwich only grows. But I was just happy that you said double meat, is because Ted has been telling me that meat is like monopolizing. Like, oh, you're intimidating the guests. You're scaring them.
Well, I was afraid
Stop! Stop!
Will you at
stop.
least let me make my argument here?
No,
I was
it's
afraid that by
stupid.
saying I'm the meat, he was sort of encapsulating all the meats and would make guests feel uncomfortable
you
saying
feel
another
uncomfortable?
type of meat.
Do you
Do you
want
feel
to?
uncomfortable?
I'm trying to be
Let's
an
try it.
open and
Let's try it.
understanding member of the Chuckle Sandwich podcast, of which Charlie seems to be going against.
Which I seem to be. The
He doesn't seem to really
on,
care
go on.
about people.
Test me.
That's kinda
I want.
crazy.
I want to see.
You want me to make you uncomfortable
Okay.
right now?
Yes.
Oh
yes.
God, this is. I don't know if this is a game you want to play.
Let's see.
Maybe we should cut to an ad break. And we're back.
Can I go?
No, we've got a couple
No,
more
we
minutes with
can't.
you
Okay,
at least.
all right, fair
You've got a
enough.
couple more
Surely
minutes.
you'll
in
stay
the
for
budget.
longer.
Let's
Fine.
talk into the microphone.
So
right.
you said you were into road tripping. Have you gone to any crazy? You have any crazy stories? No. Do you have any crazy stories of when you road tripped or places you've seen?
Quite frankly, no.
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 Okay.
That's it.
That's it.
Well-
I went driving. I ended up in a hotel and I went back home.
So what do you drive for?
It's the enjoyment.
Do you drive for yourself or for the people you're trying to
drinks.
Do you
save?
drive for yourself or do you drive for family?
Are you going the distance? Reluctantly crouched at the starting line.
Engine.
Are you insinuating I
Having a good
speed?
time.
Is
What?
that what you're insinuating? That I speed
No.
illegally?
No. I'm just saying
Because I
everybody else has left the track.
He's made me uncomfortable.
Is he making you uncomfortable?
Someone's left-
Can we do something?
Someone's
Can we cut
left.
him?
Someone's
can the
left with
producer
the
do
cup
so-
already, Alex. Someone's
Can
left
we-
with the
He's
cup.
making reference to a song.
Yes, and I can't remember any of the lyrics.
I can't remember the
They're
lyrics,
only
so I
coming
can't
to me when he
support
says
this
them.
Yeah, I don't know the bit. Ted, you were asking the very important question, so you can go on.
I was.
Okay. Hey. Schlatt.
Yeah.
Try it. Leave the fucking mic alone.
Shit.
It's fine. You tried.
I mean,
That's all
what's
that matters.
here's the thing. Here, I'm gonna ask a question here. I mean, who do you in the
Jesus Christ, guys.
in the
Appreciate it.
hey
Are you okay?
in God in the YouTube space.
Okay.
I mean, who do you look up to the most?
I was gonna say Philip DeFranco. Quite frankly, it's
Didn't matter what the question was, the answer was going to be Philip DeFranco.
Philip DeFranco.
Good old Phil.
I don't really look up to anyone in particular. I kind of just do my thing.
Well, you look up to like me and
don't-
Schlatt
Yeah.
because we're both taller than you.
That's
Hey.
They're just insufferable.
You want to ask a question?
Yeah, I want to ask
go
a
ahead,
question.
go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So, I mean, I know how you feel.
I know you know how I feel. If you get put on the spot.
Go ahead, ask a question.
I
Ask
got
a
one.
question.
I got one.
No.
No, I'm
we gotta
asking
save
a
that for
question.
later.
Dude, I literally have a question.
I got a different one.
You got a different
Go
one?
ahead.
You're studying
Give
law.
Charlie a chance, though.
You're studying law. Favorite
Yeah.
law?
Favorite law. Here's the thing. Criminal law in Mexico.
Oh, it's for
No laws?
It's gonna get you fucked. It's gonna get you fucked. You're probably gonna have someone knocking at your door saying, "Hey, why did you go against my fucking client?" Bam, bam, you're done.
Wait, so are you
So
studying criminal
I'm
law?
property law. Yeah, I don't know what it's called here, but I
like
like
real
property
estate?
law. Real estate.
Yeah.
That's the kind of stuff.
So, like, what is like a law?
Yeah. What's a law you like?
And
Do you
a,
like,
and,
do you
hey,
like
and to
private-
piggyback off
No
that, what's a law
murder.
you don't like?
All right. There's not a law I can't like.
Come on.
There's no way.
Well,
that's
Article
true.
1 in Mexico.
What's Article 1?
It's
Article
freedom.
1?
Freedom for everyone.
And you don't like that one very much?
Wait, it just says freedom for everyone? That's
Something like that.
it's very
I
vague.
translate it, but you would.
Freedom
you
for
would
everyone.
understand.
Can you translate it for us?
Libertad.
Para todos.
Awesome, guys.
Yeah. And Article 2, I don't remember.
What's
You put me in a tough situation here. I would like to move on.
Okay.
Different
Yeah,
topics?
Yeah, we can move on to a different topic.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
And I've got one right here to just bounce into again.
Okay. Yeah.
I mean, come on. Like, what?
And going off of that, I mean, here's the thing. Who's your and you know better than anyone about
Okay.
this.
And just to bounce off Ted again.
okay, so you know what
He
I'm going
didn't
for.
even ask anything.
And to
But
just
go ahead.
follow up on like what he was saying earlier, and Schlatt, even a little bit of what you were saying in the past about sort of what had happened. I mean, like how, like where are you with
I
that?
think what he's
Yeah,
trying
so-
to say.
so wait, hold
is
on.
Like,
Well,
and,
one
and I was
second.
I was touching on this
Okay.
before.
All right.
Back when we were doing the whole thing.
And it was, that was good.
And we were in the call together,
Exactly.
and it got a little bit intimate.
Uh-huh.
But that's neither here nor there, and not even related to the question. So I don't know why I brought that up.
Exactly.
Just kind of dishing it at this point. But I'll keep going if you
Well,
want
let me
to, unless you
piggyback
wanna
off of that.
off
Yeah, let me piggyback
what
off
I
of that
just
real
said.
quick because I'm curious on what your opinions are related to the subject of which we are talking about right now. Because before we knew about the subject, we were asking who do you think you were before you knew who you wanted to be, and that was a very interesting question to ask ourselves because before the time that we came in here, we
Yep.
wanted to know who were the people that you knew before the time that you knew
But
who you might be.
It's important to know that we aren't actually asking that anymore, which kind of brings us into the final sort of question, which is, I mean, with how everything has been, with you and with us and with everyone generally, and how things are going to be eventually, where like do you? Where,
Yeah, and
Yeah.
and to
Yeah,
and
no,
to
no, I
just
get
to
it, I
just
get
to
it.
just summarize it, I mean, just like, are you okay?
First and foremost, fuck Schlatt. I think that's what I got to start off with.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Second,
Yeah.
am I okay? I've had the most fun with my platform right now than I've ever had in my life.
really?
Yeah.
In your
I'm
whole
not
life?
even joking. In my whole life,
Like you're
I've been
just-
doing this
you're
shit
just
for 8
real
years.
happy.
What
This
is it? What is it in particular? Because I don't want to like put words in your mouth, but
The freedom of creativity.
Oh yeah.
The freedom of creativity. Shut the fuck up.
Shut the fuck up.
Shut
Schlatt.
the fuck up.
Shut up,
You
Schlatt.
got a fucking
Talk about
podcast
the
to
freedom
film.
of creativity.
You got a
No,
You're
don't
just
grab
trying
the.
to get yourself over the
You're
jug
gonna
of
bring up
water.
more
Cut
controversial
it, cut it,
topics?
I'm gonna
Fucking sit
fingers
down,
into the
sit down,
fucking
asshole.
water. Sit down.
I
outta here.
really.
You want me to sit there?
Is this is who
Hey.
you were before you knew who you
Hey,
wanted to
let's
be
make
right
this
now?
a 2-hour podcast. It's 56.
I mean, we could because
Can we?
Pokimane fucking
Because
canceled.
I gotta go.
Oh, she
piss,
did?
Oh,
and
she
as soon-
officially canceled. Yeah. You're our last guest on the Chuckle Week.
This is last guest on Chuckle Week?
Yes,
Oh my god. Okay,
yes.
okay, I'm going to talk about everything that
Can I take a piss?
Yeah.
You're trending right now.
This is yeah.
Oh, it's because of the Instagram story I posted with you. So
fucked
there's
up,
20,000 tweets because of that.
Ted, you fucked up.
Did I fuck
You
up?
fucked up.
Wait,
You
are they
fucked
mad
up.
at us? Are they mad?
No. Of
Oh
course
my
not,
god,
of
they're
course
furious, guys. Right now, coming live from the Chuckle Sandwich studio, fans are raging and trolling after finding out that Quackity.
not. I just
is
want
actually
to
on the
talk
Chuckle
about
Sandwich podcast.
avocados. That's what it came from.
Yeah, we're not gonna fucking do that. So I
All right.
personally, since getting the opportunity, the Dream SMP is a fun thing, and that's where a lot of your cinematic stuff happens. when I first went on, I canonically died 3 times because you killed me once, then I overdosed from cocaine at Connor's party, and then that was my second life, and then I got shot into space on a rocket, and that was 3.
Yeah.
Okay. But then you reached out about the whole Lost Nevadas thing, and you know, I made like a little character for it, and it's been super fun just like doing the improv with you.
Yeah.
Because like personally, I'm of the belief that, and any chance there is to sort of, I guess what I mean to say is Minecraft's a very, very good outlet for any sort of creative improv because of how variable and open-ended it is.
Yeah, and I'm gonna tell you firsthand, I admire the way you have these improv skills. You improv.
Thanks, man.
Charlie's got some really solid improv skills.
He is so good.
Whatever.
And in fact, I made a video with you and Charlie.
Yeah,
and
the Discord.
It got
improv.
deleted. It got deleted because I put a furry character, and the person who made that furry costume took it down. I'm not even joking.
That was such a good video. I was so proud of that. That was really so well.
I'm gonna try and get it back just for you, but I'm gonna say firsthand, your improv skills are insane.
Oh, sheesh.
And I appreciate the time and effort you've put into the whole lore thing, because I said it initially. I'm a big fan of being creatively having this creative freedom, right?
Oh, I have a lot to talk to you about that.
And Dream SMP, you know, whether whatever opinions people might have of it, you know, they're like, oh, it's childish or it's not good.
Cringy.
It's cringy.
Yeah, douche there on.
I've had a lot. My brain has exploded creatively due to the way I do things and due to the way I tell stories, right? And that's why I've said I enjoy a lot the way I'm doing stuff right now, because it's challenged me creatively. And that's something I've always wanted. The end of fucking Club Penguin. Fucking Club
End
Penguin.
of Club Penguin.
The Club Penguin,
The end of
baby.
Club Penguin was still your magnum opus, though, is what I'm sort
Yeah,
of
I mean, it was all
gathering.
downhill from there, but yeah.
Nothing's ever going to top that.
I mean,
100%.
it's interesting because really the way that it is run, which I don't think is honestly the most, like, you know, it's not the most applicable to like a cohesive story, perhaps. Everyone is doing like separate things, sure, but what that means is that it's a like large scale outlet to do whatever story you want on a big platform.
Exactly.
That's what really it is, because, you know, everyone's doing things individually. You know, we coordinate like shit with just each other and stuff.
Exactly.
And that's very freeing.
Exactly. And
Freeing. Like a bird.
Like
a
Article 1.
Like Article 1, baby. Back to the Cartels.
Wait, don't quote me on that. I don't know if that's Article 1.
You've gone to fucking law school for 3 years and you don't know the first article, man?
I fucking studied a bunch of shit, dude.
back.
I'm not
it
gonna
was 2
fucking
out of 5,
remember
to be
every
honest.
article.
No, so my, like, by
Yeah.
the way, thank you. I really appreciate
No,
that.
dude,
that was really sweet.
That was
of you.
really nice of you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I, when I did the Chuckle Dungeon with these guys, like, that's...
Well, you explain what Chuckle Dungeon was.
Oh,
because
yeah,
By the time this is out, that Chuckle
Sorry,
Dungeon
I've
will
explained.
already be.
Yeah, it's so I do a Dungeons and Dragons podcast. I've done
Yeah.
for a few years called Just Roll with It.
Just roll with it. Look it up.
Just roll with it. Look it up. It's on all platforms, just like this.
you go.
Get us up there. Yeah, it's smaller because it's a more niche thing. But but I did a little Dungeons and Dragons special for these guys, and like I think
It was so fun.
I think what I can get in a character that to an extent has, you know, like some of my personality and traits in a way that like makes me comfortable, I think that's kind of where I thrive. That's what I enjoy the most about it. I imagine more on the production side for you for Dream SMP. But I don't know.
Yeah, it's more creatively, you know. I always try to make the best out of it, and it's the way I saw it. You know, Dream SMP lore, it's a whole fucking, like, it's a tree, right? And there's branches all around, and people do it the way they want to do it, right? And each branch is a different kind of like, it's a different perspective, right? So I decided to give my own perspective to it. But what I admire from you guys is everyone individually has these strengths. You have an amazing storytelling ability.
What is this?
You can sit in front of a camera, fucking say a story. I don't know if you remember, but we were in your apartment and you was telling me a story about how the fucking Tesla beep made a fart sound.
Yeah.
I was laughing my ass off.
We were
he
in
was
the
just telling
pavilions.
he was just telling it.
We were in the
and I was
pavilions when we did that.
laughing.
Yeah,
I was laughing. You have an amazing improv ability.
What's going on
Anyways,
right
let's move on.
now? Nice. No, this is great.
Damn.
No,
Wow.
guys.
I'm gonna tell you first off.
You're tall,
you have
man.
An amazing, you're tall.
Thank you.
You have an amazing. You emit this energy, this vibe where you're just social with anyone, anywhere.
That's true. Yeah, no, I do.
You have this like I don't know if you're an extrovert, an introvert by nature.
I'm a little bit of an
but you
extrovert, I'd say.
have- I wouldn't be able to guess it.
Yeah.
You all have an amazing attributes and amazing skills.
What's going on
That
right now?
you know, like you, for instance, you were at into the Dream SMP. I'm like, this guy has an amazing improv ability.
We're being buttered up right now.
Yeah.
No.
What are you-
Buttering
Not even
up.
buttering up.
This for some
He's about
money
to
or something.
fucking- He's
Quackity,
about to
I
pitch us.
I have a question. What the fuck do you want?
Yeah, what's the catch here?
Snow beef.
We'll
We're
get
get-
you.
we'll
We'll
get-
get
we're
you
gonna
some
snow
snow beef, but also
We're
I'm
literally
not.
getting you
Listen,
some-
I'm not buying any timeshares. Okay, I'm not interested in
But
this.
I think you all have incredible abilities and incredible skills. And you know, Charlie was the one who got into the Dream SMP. I even asked you to be on like a Dream SMP lore type thing, but Charlie was the
Hey
one
man,
who
if
got
you
in.
need any other people to throw themselves into the lore,
Hey, we did a
He's
bunch
very-
of improv on like when the Epic SMP was a thing. That was fun.
we did. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
that was very, very fun. It's hard to and that gave me a lot of respect for what you guys do on the Dream SMP because it's a lot to like keep track of and like have the energy and keep to the story necessarily because it's a very loose story.
And because it's fucking Minecraft, so if you die, what do you say?
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Like what? Like that
Exactly.
wasn't
Yeah.
canon.
And that
Goop, and I reformed. Like what the hell?
Yeah, like that happened to me on the Epic SMP where I had this whole thing planned for the void, this big hole in the ground, and then I was running into someone. Sometimes when you run into other people and they're not fully sort of aware of your story, you might just like have sort of a conflict there. And then I ended up doing this bit where they were trying to kill me, and then I just threw myself into the void. And then I was like, "That's not what I was supposed to do. That was literally a month early that I did that." And
Yeah.
it was like I had to like literally say on stream, "Hey guys, what I just did there." Not canon.
Not part of it. Not
Yeah.
part of it. I think that's the thing that like in this stuff. Every time that I've been, so I don't like streaming, right?
Yeah.
I don't know why or what it is.
Yeah.
I think I like having that creative control that comes with a video.
Yeah.
So like for me, when I'm logged, like even if I'm not recording or something, when I log on to the SMP, it's I don't like the divide between the like the this isn't canon disclaimer, this is canon, or I'm just
Right.
mine.
Yeah.
I don't like that shit. And I think it's because I come from this background of like, I do Dungeons and Dragons. I play character for the whole time. I don't break
Yeah.
character. I will sometimes break character and say something silly. Like I'll fucking play my character and be like Among Us, but like that's it, right? Like
Yeah.
yeah, and I think I don't know. There's something to be said for like you enter the fucking gamer sphere, and I'm gonna sort of play my character about it.
There you go.
I don't
Yeah.
think of like a canon. It's like what I die, and I'm like I'm fucking goop. I reformed, right?
Well,
Like,
we
who gives
were
a shit?
doing the Epic SMP stuff right at the end of like when you and I both pretty much stopped streaming, and you were talking about how you had just at that moment started doing like the no face cam streams, and
I
how
love it.
just that is freeing. So like
Yeah.
being able to just be present in another person's recording and like being able to just do your bits, which jschlatt in particular has sort of mastered.
I just
for
show
sure.
up to shit.
Yeah.
I don't
Just
do
show
anything.
up.
I don't do anything for myself. I just say yes to anyone who's like, "Hey, you want to do this bit?"
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Yeah."
Yeah.
Hey, you
Yeah.
wanna
Which
be
is
the
like such a
president?
fun thing to do because it's
Yeah.
like you don't need to have any cameras on you.
Yeah.
You can just focus on just like elevating whatever that other person's piece of
it's so
content is.
freeing.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Like that's sort of what I do for like the Tommy videos I'm in or whatever. It's
Mm-hmm.
that's fun. And the reason I don't do face cam for the like stuff for Dream SMP is because again like. I think it takes away from the fact that you're supposed to be a character, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, it's a very weird like dissection of what's canon,
unique,
what's not
right?
canon. And as soon as you need to like say what's canon and what's not canon, to me the story
Yeah.
becomes a lot less compelling because it's like, well, what's the way? Like, was that supposed to be a
Right.
tense moment? I don't know, or was he just fighting a fucking creeper and he's like not
Yeah.
real right now?
Right.
So I don't know.
I think the Dream SMP as a whole has become so very planned because the fact of the matter is you cannot improvise things anymore because there's a whole story behind it. There's a whole it's like a tree, like I said, and there's different branches and it's a whole tree, and you can't fucking like stab the tree and be like, fuck the tree, I'm gonna do my own thing. It's really planned. It has a big story to the point where you cannot, improvise things.
And no one knows what it is.
Exactly.
Wilbur,
Exactly.
I remember getting that fucking Google Doc.
The script, yeah.
Wilbur penned in for me. Jschlatt literally has a heart attack and dies.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Fuck yeah,
It's
Well,
awesome.
let's do it. I
And-
can make it happen."
Exactly, and it's all planned. I remember when I asked you during the elections thing, and a few people will know, but during the elections thing, I asked you, "Hey, vouch for me, vouch for my presidency." You're like, "Sorry, Tommy already contacted me, and I gotta do it for him." And I'm like, "Fuck,
Yeah,
like
man.
if I'm fucked."
I was already booked. I was
Yeah,
booked
you were
that
already
day,
booked,
I was
man.
booked. Whoa!
Oh shit!
Jesus
fucked up,
Christ!
Charlie.
That's my
That's fucked up.
tarantula.
Charlie,
Improv.
relax.
There's a little bit of
Relax
improv.
with
I
the-
like to do
relax with
bits.
the
I like
drinks.
to
You're
do bits.
drinking a
Come
little
on.
too much, Charlie.
Charlie.
Yeah, something I do.
Don't do that.
Yes, and a lot of my characters are out of character. I am an alcoholic, so that is. There you go.
But to kind of conclude that topic, I'm a big fan of the storytelling that I'm able to tell in the Dream SMP, because, like I said, I've come full circle. I started off my channel with fucking the end of Club Penguin, and I'm doing big shit for an audience of 100,000 plus people. So it's like, to me,
That's
it's
crazy
like a dream come
too.
true. It's
Fucking
like a dream
100K
come true.
Andy, dude. Like that's wild. What's it?
I'm
What's
using these
You
words.
learned
like?
that word
I'm so proud of
yesterday.
you.
Like, what's the fucking difference between, I mean, you and a tomato? Just kidding. It's because you know what it's like to stream at the lower numbers. I mean, like a couple thousand, which is still a very high number, obviously. But when it gets to like that 100K zone, I feel like it's gotta like have some sort of metamorphosis it goes through where it's
You
just
don't
like
feel it.
You don't feel it?
You don't feel it. You're so.
Do you feel anything
concentrated.
anymore?
You're so concentrated into what you're doing and the craft you have. It depends on it's different.
Romantic,
There's a
almost.
difference. There's a difference between each individual person. Like some people say 100K, fuck yeah, like holy shit. To me, it's kind of crazy. To me, it's been like I don't feel it. Like you could say like Quackity with fucking 100 people, 100,000 people, you would fill out like a
healthy.
So it's the
stadium,
same. So it's the
right?
same production.
it's
It's the same
essentially.
production.
Yeah, it's definitely
what I
healthy
like.
in one way too to like not really pay attention to that number
That's
because
right,
then
that's
if
right.
that number goes down or if that number goes up, then you feel like you have to act different. And really, you shouldn't. You
Exactly.
should just keep doing the core of what makes what you're doing good.
I appreciate the fact that so many people are interested in what I do, and I think that's something I've maintained in myself for so long. It's like people are interested in what I do, whether it's fucking Discord talent shows,
Right,
or
yeah.
fucking Minecraft lore storytelling.
Yeah.
Right.
I appreciate the fact that so many people are that interested in what I do that I'll keep doing it. I get a lot of opinions. I have a large audience. People say,
Why
fuck
did you reference me? I got a lot of opinions from this
Yeah.
guy.
this guy, this
Yeah,
fucking
like
guy.
a lot of opinions. All of them.
Yeah, but essentially, it's like I have a large audience. I have a lot of people. People have opinions. Everyone has an opinion on you, and that's something you can't control.
Yeah.
That's something you're never gonna be able to control.
Yeah, you just gotta
So
let go,
Exactly. Some people say new Quackity is shit. He does this fucking Dream SMP. He's a Dream side character, right? And it's like people will have opinions, and there's nothing I
Sure.
can do about it. So as long as I enjoy it, and as long as I like what I'm doing, I'll keep doing it.
That's
There's
the way
no
to do it,
other
man.
way around it, and I like what I'm doing. Even though to some people it's cringy, it's like, oh, you're
But
fucking making stories
at
for
the end
little
of the
kids.
day, it's like those
I like
people
it.
aren't you. And
Exactly.
it's like you're gonna do you. They can't control what.
And-
that's just another
Yeah, Jschlatt,
fact.
you can't control them.
I can't.
Exactly.
That's just not. That's just a factor of like the sort of.
Guys.
I mean, that's just sort of a factor of like this. I mean, I hate to say the word, but the parasocial kind of thing, where it's like they view
You said it.
Yeah.
they view
a
you
shot.
in one.
Take a shot.
they-
Parasocial.
I'll take a shot. They view you.
I enjoy doing what I like.
Yeah.
And having an audience that watches me for what I do is, it to me is a blessing, honestly. Because I've done the end of Club Penguin and I got like 100 views for it. right? Like I did that shit when I was a kid. I didn't even know what a subscriber was. I did that as a kid. I was like, fucking the end of Club Penguin. No one gave a shit, right? No one fucking cares. 100 viewers.
They would now though if you
They would
posted it.
now.
You were probably really
Exactly.
psyched about it when the first video got 100 views. though,
Oh, yeah.
you know?
Exactly. So now that I'm able to create a story and challenge myself creatively in front of a large audience, I fucking love that shit. I love it. And I love including anyone that I can to make the story work, to present to an audience that likes it. You, for instance, your character is amazing. The way you've presented your character, fucking
Like when
great.
he died of a heart
You've
attack.
said it.
Like when I
I don't
died
like
of a heart
Schlatt.
attack.
I don't like Schlatt, but his character is really good. That shit.
Yeah, I don't like Schlatt, but I also don't like his character.
Exactly. But the way you present your character, it's really amazing.
Ted, you're not in the
next.
Dream SMP, bud. You're
I'm not on
you're
the
not a
Dream
part of this.
man.
SMP, so
You're next, man,
I
but-
make fucking commentary videos, man.
But what I want to get to is the fact that I enjoy what I'm doing, man. And peoples will say
all you can
fuck
ask for.
fuck new Quackity. I loved Old Quackity. I'm enjoying. What
They
I'm
will
doing
say
right
that.
now. They will. They
But-
will. 100%.
You don't care.
And you make a shit ton of money now. You're making so much money.
I don't even want to come across as like fucking faker. Like I've been incredibly fucking blessed with a lifestyle.
Me too,
that-
So have all-
Yeah,
You and me
I've
both.
been incredibly blessed with a fucking lifestyle that I really enjoy, right? And I'm not gonna say, holy shit, no, I've never made anything from it. No, I have. But I think at the end of the day, what comes secondary to what I do and what I enjoy doing, at the end of the day, it's money. It's to me
Survival.
It sounds
Money,
like the
power.
Howard.
money, power.
It's like
It
you
sounds-
put your work first, and then it's like if you can make money from that, then
Exactly.
that's wonderful.
Exactly.
But it's like what the core of it is.
And
the
I've seen so many
content.
fucking YouTubers, man, who said, "Oh yeah, I love my audience. Thank you so much for everything."
Oh, you're going in.
Hold on. I am so blessed with the lifestyle that I live right now, and I fucking love it, man.
Yeah.
I don't think I take for granted anything that I do. I don't take for granted anything that I do because I enjoy what I do. If I was making fucking clickbait fucking videos every single day of my life,
3 a.m. challenge.
3 a.m. challenge.
I met Casper the
Yeah.
Friendly Ghost at 3 a.m. and he sucked
It's
off
like,
my mom.
Who's gonna fucking
The best that shit. You went so far deep that would get like 10 views. You know what I mean? But like that's the kind of thing I would make.
Casper the Friendly
But it's
Ghost
like-
gave me a knobber.
Imagine you make those fucking 3 a.m. videos every day. Do you really enjoy what you do? Do you really enjoy the
No,
craft that you're
no,
creating?
no.
There's no fucking way. There's no
No.
fucking
There's
way,
one
man.
time I come
Well,
along.
Schlatt's a little bit different.
Excuse you?
You
know what I
you're
mean,
making
man.
this shit that'll only make money for every day of your life.
He's
and
talking directly
it'll
to
work.
you.
He's talking directly to you,
Fucking direct.
and you should be ashamed of yourself.
Flat makes. I love
Buddy.
your
Am I
videos,
your
man.
kitten?
You don't do zoom ins. You don't do S shake, and I fucking love what you
I do zoom ins. I do
zoom-ins
I do a lot of
sometimes.
zoom ins.
I fucking dude. I've seen a lot of your shit. The time when you got high and you told that story in front of the camera, that is an ability. That is an ability.
Yeah.
That is not something you can get in front of the camera and just say, "Oh, this happened to me." You know, it's
Well,
it's an ability.
I will argue though it is not a it's not a talent though. I would say it's an ability that everyone can learn. Like a
Okay.
talent is
Well,
something
guess
that
what?
you
Here's
have.
Guess
what-
what?
here's what
Guess
I'll say.
what, Ted? No one's gonna take the time to learn that ability.
Well,
Not a
the
lot of
perspective.
people.
So the perspective that's coming from is like when I first started doing the commentary videos
Here we
in
go.
college.
Jesus
It-
Christ, man.
What?
This guy.
That is so mean.
Just doing a little bit of
Man,
commentary.
I want to hear.
When I first started doing it, and
I'll
my
hear from
first video commentary video, I was like, it was in like 2016 when like Instagram comedians were like all the rage to shit on.
I did.
And and like I had such a hard time like getting across my jokes and like speaking well to the camera.
It's like Charlie Brown, like he's in the class with the teacher.
Oh my god.
So-
I'm gonna say right now,
So,
I fucking hate commentary.
I was
saw
not-
Ted's video on fucking getting high, and I was like,
Damn.
"This is a good storytelling.
Thank you.
This is a
Thank
good
you.
story to tell." And the person, even if you have a good fucking story, you have to have the ability to tell that story.
My point is, it
You
wasn't
have
always like
that. You have that. You have that person.
You guys both have that. I will say that is the
You have an amazing fucking improv.
It's not the same though. It's not the same because
Charlie, you know how to tell a story.
Charlie, I've
But
told you. Your
in
character.
a way.
I've told you. Your character knows nothing about the world. That's it. That's all the fucking details I gave you. You get on stream. You're like, and you make this whole fucking character out of you.
Wait. Okay, so here's what I will say.
That's fucking insane to me.
I understand what you're saying, Charlie, about like maybe it's
Can I say it?
No. Yeah, you can.
Yeah. Well, what I want to say is that's the thing that I envy about you guys is like even off camera. I know that weakest comedically is when I just need to tell a story of things that actually fucking happened to me.
Right, and just kind of.
And it's like I finish it and I'm like,
that's it.
yeah, what do we think?
It's hard.
You know,
That's
it's
for
like,
me.
yeah, like Universal yesterday. Like, this is going to be fucking awesome. I'm going to tell a story, and it's like not going to land. So we were in Minion World with all the minions, Banana, and we were walking through, and it had been like a rough day. I don't remember why. I was,
I know what you're about to talk about.
I was kind of exhausted for some reason. Because it's like sensory overload. I was having fun, but I was having fun with like a droopy face.
It was, and
that made you upset.
Well,
That
it made me
very
okay
upset.
because I mean, jschlatt had skipped out on us because he was already totally exhausted. So it was like the only person I had left was Charlie, and I wanted to make Charlie happy. I wanted him to have a good time at
You were my
Universal.
last option.
You were my last person that I had to make happy, and I guess Charlie must have just been exhausted from the whole previous week. So it was like whenever he wasn't like speaking,
That's
it was
just
like
my face.
I know, but
it's like I don't know.
maybe
what you want from me.
it was droopier than normal or something like that. As you were literally just
Did
saying.
you have a stroke or something?
No,
I mean, he was just like when he was on like the escalator or something. He was like on the escalator, and he was like,
it's
I was like, "Are you
I have
okay?"
that.
it's like I mean,
I have that.
I don't know.
this is my face. You know what I
here's
mean?
here's
It's
the
resting bitch face.
Here's the thing, Charlie. Though I also haven't seen you in a year and a half, so I don't know specifically.
So you don't know my sadness.
Well, I don't know
So
specifically
what
those. I don't know your specific social
I know,
cues.
and you wanted to so badly.
I
You were
really
like, "What's
did.
going on?" And I'm like, "Nothing."
I wanted you to be
Nothing's
happy.
going on.
I just wanted you to be happy.
So anyway, he just wants me to be happy, and I found something that would make me happy as we walked past the water park and we
Yeah.
watched all these children joyfully playing in their fucking swimsuits or full clothes or whatever. And it made me realize I had this like headache coming on, and I was like, I know exactly what will make me feel better.
Right.
Is if I hold Ted's hand and walk fully into this fucking
Fully
water
clothed.
park, fully clothed, in and around the entire thing, like
Yeah.
just weaving in and out of the kids through all of like the wettest things. And I don't know fucking why I thought it would make me happy.
It made
but
him happy.
It absolutely did. It's like one of those things where for some
and I was
reason,
happy that he was happy.
for some reason, for me, my joy is brought from like finding something that I absolutely should not do and then forcing myself to commit to it fully. So like that was
And that
awesome.
happened twice.
Yeah, it did.
I'm the exact same way. I'm emotionless. You know, off camera, like in the sense that I don't. If I'm happy, I won't express it. You know, my brother over there, he has complained about it
I
a
just
lot.
turned to him and I said, "That's not true." And he said, "Kind of."
my brother over there, he complains a lot about the fact that I'm emotionless. Right? If I'm happy, let's be like this the entire time. And that's something
The
people
fireworks
don't
are happening
see.
inside, right?
Exactly.
Like, whatever.
Exactly.
You don't owe them anything.
I'm fucking thrilled
Yeah,
on the inside,
okay, that's
but
a move.
outside you don't express it. You don't, and that's the way you were born. That's the way you are. It. Fuck you can't change
You're a
that.
therapist.
Charlie,
You can't change
Charlie,
that.
if he's fucking happy and he's like this, you can't tell him be fucking happy, dude.
I know, and you would ask me, and I was
Exactly.
like, I'm trying. Like I just turned
Listen,
around.
I-
Banana, like,
I just okay.
yeah.
I shouldn't
Minion.
get too much shit for this. I was just wanted you to have a good time at Universal.
oh no, yeah, I don't
that
think
makes
you'd-
sense.
Okay,
From
it's
an
like
outsider
you should,
perspective, that makes
you
sense.
should get the opposite of shit for it because I appreciated it for sure. You were checking in on me,
Exactly.
and it was great. But then it was like also like what
I did a little.
What do I do in my face?
I will admit I did it a little bit too much. I should have just like calmed down and like chilled out for a second.
Yeah, no, I was having a great time. Like,
Yeah,
just
and
to
and then
just to reassure you.
one of the things that we did also, because going off of the vein of like Charlie does something and he just commits to it and it's just like a thing. When we had finished
See
our
how my
time,
story ended and like no one felt it. That's what I mean. That's exactly what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
what are you talking about? That was a good story.
No, but like, you know what I mean, right?
Yeah,
Had,
you
like, a
didn't.
sob.
It wasn't memorable at all.
Exactly.
Like that's crazy. It just
No, it
wasn't
was memorable. He was
funny to
talking.
listen to.
He
Like,
was-
what even did I say?
What did you do?
I don't know.
You
right?
went
You're literally lying.
like a
you got
fountain?
fucking wet. Like what the
You
hell?
got wet. Okay.
Yeah, fuck off. You know what I mean? Like that's how I feel. So I think that you guys.
Do you
have
want?
talent for
Do you want to tell the story of what we did after?
it. No, I don't. I just
No, don't. It
I
won't
wanted
be
to
funny.
emphasize how, based on the previous point, that I
You
am
told it
unable-
well, though.
There was.
doesn't-
I laughed.
in the middle of it,
Yeah.
Well, you laughed at the well,
right?
because
That's like okay. Like
Well,
you
because it's a laugh at the
you
end.
laugh in
like
the middle of it, and then I finish the story. And I was like,
Does every
"Oh,
story
shit."
have to have some huge punchline?
Well, I don't know.
Is that it?
I don't know. Is this a lesson I need to learn? Maybe. I don't know.
Maybe it is.
Anyway, I think you
stories
guys
can
are
be
good at
funny throughout, and I think you did a very good job saying that story.
I
Stop. But the final thing that we did after we'd had our corn dog and we went on the Jurassic World ride for the final time. There's from the lower lot to the top lot at Universal, there is 4 sets of stairs. I think that there's maybe over 300 steps on them.
Yeah, I also did go to the wettest part of the Jurassic World ride just because I thought it would be funny to be wet at night, which
Yeah.
is a sick thing to do.
And it was so fucking cold too.
Oh, it was?
It was
Well,
like
it's not unusual.
a single
No.
drip of water was
Wait,
like
what? It is
misery.
What? I don't know.
go on.
But basically, we had just eaten a corn dog. We had just gone on a ride, and then we were tired after a full day at Universal, and we decided, me and Charlie, we were like, we're gonna do all the steps. We're gonna climb up every single step. But not only that, we decided to go into it with 2 steps at a time pace.
Running.
Like we're like going, We went up the first one. We get onto the second one, and like maybe like 15 steps in, we realize, oh no, our thighs are starting to not work anymore. Like our the tendons in our muscles are breaking down.
I was
and-
like so happily just in pain. Like I was like, we gotta do
Yeah.
the whole thing. Like we committed to it.
yeah, and then we had to take a break at the next one. More so me. Charlie's a little bit more in shape than me because he's a swimmer. He's a swimmer. He's muscles. He's got abs. He's got abs, guys. But we
my
finished
wrist?
it. We kept going, and it was like,
Wrist doesn't say anything.
Stop!
The
What are you
abs do.
doing?
and Shay was with us, and the whole time she was taking the escalator the whole way, and just like each time she would see us, and we'd be like progressively more exhausted. And by the time we got to the top of all of these steps, these like 350 steps, Charlie and I were both like,
I felt like shit.
we were like close to passing out, like nauseous.
Because we
Like
like
shit, too.
shoved down fucking corn dogs in a churro, and we were like, let's fucking go.
yeah, our strawberry shortcake churro that we thought was a really good idea.
I know, and
to eat.
a fan caught me as I was like, I had it like down my throat from your
well, no,
hand. Like I was in
a
you
fan-
were holding it, you were like, want to bite it? I was like, yeah. Oh, and then someone comes up.
to us. A fan walked up to us as I was feeding Charlie a churro, and like.
I was like, I'm so sorry you had to see that.
And like we were when we were both double fisting
Oh, I was
like
double
snacks.
fisting corn dogs.
Yeah.
And I was like, imagine these are thumbs up. And I was like, they're corn
Yeah.
dogs though.
No, that was
fisting.
that. I mean, it was a very very good time though. I'd say.
See,
Oh, what?
I think that marks the everyone has their own personality. Everyone has the own way they are.
He's gonna
Yeah.
monologue again.
I'm fucking monologue. Fucking
He's gonna milk it a little
I'm,
bit.
Dude, he's
I'm
monologuing.
I'm
Honest again.
just you're a certain way. You're a certain way. You're a certain way. But we all have abilities, and we all
certain
have.
way.
What are you? What are you, Charlie?
This is my thing. Is I quietly whisper jokes that I think are funny into the microphone while other people are talking. about
We're all
stories.
connected at the end of the day, in one way or another.
We are. I think we're all in the same space.
We're all in a
Whether we want to,
society.
even though you have a different demographic, even though I have a different demographic, I think we're all going through the same exact thing.
Oh, as you mean as like
Right.
content creators? Is that
As
what you're saying?
content creators, yeah,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I forgot to mention that. But as content creators, we're all going through essentially the same thing. So I think we all have abilities and we all have skills that pertain to each of our demographics, right? So at the end of the day,
Not any of the
like
rest
what
of the world.
the story.
We're just better and more special than anyone.
And we make
That's
way
right.
more money than you.
Absolutely.
We barely have to work, and it's all because of you.
It's largely undeserved. They call us the talent in here, and I think it's fucking funny.
We have
Talent? Do they
zero
call
to
you
no
boss?
talent.
Do they say, "Hey,
You
boss"?
could
No.
be doing this
Hey,
right
boss.
now. Essentially, Borov is here, and he's the producer of this whole thing. He's the star of the show. He has to know how to work 3 separate cameras at the same time. He has to know how to import the data, how to mirror over separate external drives from each other, be able to upload that, be here on time, run the thing, run the sets, be able to rig up all of these lights to the speed rail up there. and we're pieces of shit.
We just say shit.
We're pieces of shit.
We just say fucking Among
comparatively.
Us, Big Chungus, and like that's all we do. You know what I mean?
That's funny. That's funny.
That got to laugh at a Boris.
Borif, that's why you're back there, man.
We love Borif though.
I want to.
No, you're awesome.
I want to ask something to each of you.
Oh.
Where do you think you're going?
Oh,
Just straight up like that.
Hell.
Where do you think?
yeah.
I was gonna say
All right,
grave.
Charlie.
I have a
So,
really,
like,
I have a
we're in the
really
same
good-
zone. there.
You inevitably, whether you want to or
Inevitably?
not.
Well, we're generally
inevitably,
inedible, except
edible.
to cannibals.
Anything is edible once.
You've gone
Too
high.
far.
You've gone high thanks to
Where am I going? I'll tell you
Where
where,
are you
I'm going.
Oh boy.
right.
Tomorrow I'm getting on a plane
There you
and
go.
leaving this shithole of a fucking city.
That's it. That's it.
I'm going
That's
back
it?
to Austin.
And what are you gonna do in Austin?
I'm going to spend time with the people I care about.
What
That's
the
it.
fuck?
This is so off-brand.
And I'm
It
going
made me
to...
really uncomfortable.
But there's the implication there that he doesn't care about us.
There it is. There it is.
All three of us.
Yeah.
He doesn't give a shit.
I'm just a view count, right?
And I'm just going to be on the plane ride. I'm going to be on JetBlue. I'm going to be hooked up to the free Wi-Fi that American Airlines still charges $19 for just an hour.
$19.
It's just an hour. Just 1 hour. It's $19, $35 if you want the full.
How have you
fucking
found a way
flight
to
pass.
make it about this?
But with JetBlue, it's complimentary, and you just sign in. You put in your name and then the email.
It's supposed,
that
but JetBlue's from New York.
yeah,
Quality
fucking-
brand.
yeah. Oh
Fuck
yeah.
it. Are you happy with what you're doing right
And
now?
I'll be on the plane, and I'll be smiling because I'll be leaving this fucking
Yeah.
shithole.
He's happy leaving fucking.
There was a fucking.
That's it. That's fair.
We walked out of our
Listen,
hotel,
you
and
gotta
a guy. We walked out of our hotel that was above a nightclub.
Above a nightclub.
Yeah.
That's what I heard from 8 p.m.
My bed.
to fucking 2 in the morning.
My bed had
It was
rumble.
worth it.
Yeah.
It was worth it, right?
It was like a DualShock controller we were laying on. And we walk outside
That was funny.
in the fucking in the morning. We're like ready to start this great new day. We both got terrible sleeps, but it's getting better. A fucking homeless guy's throwing CO2 canisters
I
at
didn't
us.
hear about
The
this.
second we walk
even talk
outside,
about it.
he's throwing CO2 canisters at us.
All right.
Literally, did he hit?
Yes. No, he was hitting the he was hitting the payphone, and it was making a loud,
Loud
metal
noise. And I
clang.
knew because we had to walk by him in a way that he would be throwing it like.
He was throwing them. Yeah, they were
And I was
going.
like,
they were
okay, if I feel a
skimming
sharp
right
pain
by
behind
us,
me, I'll know what it is. It's
skimming
kinda
right
like-
by us, and I was like, Charlie, that's what you put in airsoft guns.
You're used to that, right?
You
though?
load those up. You have a gas blowback airsoft pistol. You load that right into the magazine and you twist it, and then the gun has power.
Wait
to,
a second. What the fuck are you talking about?
Well,
But-
he could have been throwing whippets at you.
That's true.
he could have. He could have.
I think it was whippets.
And you know what they do? I thought I was
don't-
in.
I
I
don't
thought I
think
was in
people are
Britain
just
for a
huffing
second
CO2
because there's a little
canisters.
CO2 cartridge.
I think
and
it's
you just-
whippets. No, it's whippets.
So what are you gonna? Where do you see yourself again?
Oh, Austin,
Austin,
Texas.
Texas.
Yeah,
Huffing
not
whippets.
in Los
That's it.
Angeles.
Are you happy with what you do right now?
I fucking love leaving Los Angeles.
That's it. That's fucking it.
You love
Every
the feeling
time.
of
I
leaving
love the
Los Angeles.
Feeling
That's
of
your-
and leaving Ted.
departing
Leaving Ted.
Ted and everybody else, all the terrible people that call this place their home. Bora, fucking Pokimane,
Hassan.
we have
Will Neff.
Obey, Hassan,
Will never.
You could just name everyone who came on the podcast.
Just
William
go for it.
Osmond, Eddie Burback,
Ethan, Crank
J-
Games.
Jaden.
Ethan, Crank
That's
Gameplays,
fucking
Yeah.
everyone.
Jaden,
Yeah.
Matt Watson,
Jaden
Ryan
Animations,
McGee,
Matt Watson, Ryan McGee.
Yeah.
Aaron Hansen.
Oh, right. I forgot about that guy. But it's like everything in this city is so just like terrible, and I hate all of it. And whenever I leave and go back home, I just feel this overwhelming sense of happiness.
So
and
it's funny
oneness
because
with
this
the world.
isn't like
You're
an
fucking
exaggeration. I mean, he has been an absolute
I-
wham baby.
I love the podcast recordings. I have a fantastic time. As long as I have my caffeine, I'm doing
You know what
fantastic.
I do every morning with
This-
you? You will come out like onto the street, like we will both have like slept or whatever. We'll meet in the lobby or outside or whatever it is, and I'll look at you and you won't fucking say anything, and I turn to the side. I'm like, "How was your night?" Like,
and he's like, well, I'll tell you about my night.
Everything else has been just
The fucking floor was like a DualShock controller.
every fucking thing else besides the podcast recordings has been dog shit. Everything
the
else.
the food has been nice.
The food is okay.
I have been doing a crack job of finding places that Schlatt would enjoy at dinner. I took him to sushi for the first time. He liked it.
I like the
Just
sushi.
feed him some.
Just feed me the snow beef.
That's it.
I like the other one
It's
more.
been definitely. I think we've learned a
the
lot this
Kagoshima?
week on
Kagoshima.
what will work and what will not. So I think that it was helpful and constructive. Pull it together.
Are you feeling
You're
better?
ready- you're ready
It's
to
almost
bed.
over, Schlatt.
Pull it together, you
Want me
little
to leave?
rascal.
I'll just step out the door.
We put
That's
you in the
what
middle
I'm
for a
gonna do.
reason.
Yo.
Yeah.
You
There you
kept your
go.
funny juices on for a lot longer than you normally do, though. So
I
that's
did.
been impressive.
Yeah, I did. It's
Yeah,
just the
You
caffeine.
replaced your funny juices about halfway through the week with Monster Energy.
Do you,
did.
do you replace your funny juices with something else?
my
Midway through
funny
the
juices.
podcast?
My funny juice.
I'm here. You,
Okay, so it's fading now.
My
you,
funny juice.
you enjoy my presence, right?
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, I like your
and
presence.
you've been wonderful too, and you are so more philosophical than I expected you to be.
Fuck it, I feel like we got Socrates on the goddamn podcast today.
I genuinely like to figure out how everyone thinks. And you guys are people I've known for many years. So might as well, fucking find out.
Might as well
how
just
you
fuck
guys-
around.
I'll
man.
keep it going then. I'll keep it going.
There you go.
Where are you
So-
going?
Where are you going?
Where am I going? I'm going home as well, and I'm gonna sleep. I didn't hate LA as much as you did, but I will say LA. I could never live here. It's too much. Like
Fuck
God
Los
damn it.
Angeles. Terrible people.
for
terrible.
me, it's
terrible,
just
terrible.
sensory overload. You know what I mean?
Okay,
It's just too
that's
much
fair enough.
stimulation. my ideal place where I want to be is secure enough. that I
Borif,
can-
we're doing everything in the valley next time. We're doing everything in the valley.
There are better places. You guys should do a proper tour.
Yeah.
for sure.
Do a proper tour.
Yeah. Well,
Did any of you get like Hispanic food of any type out here?
yes, we did the first day I was
I
here.
took him to Hugo's Tacos over in Atwater Village.
Okay.
Have you had it?
We got a so-so from Borif. Yeah, no, where I want to be is I still want to be doing the D&D show. I really hope to meet eventually some of the guys. Like I want to sort of crawl inside the mind of some like DM people like Brennan Lee Mulligan I really like. He's super funny. And I think the answer really is, I want to carve out at least a piece of the internet. I'll be happy with that. I'm happy with it right now. And then I want to do
Fair. It's fair.
I like what I do now. I think I could see myself doing video essays and sort of improv-based entertainment stuff and this sort of thing. So I think ideally, like I'll just be making stuff that makes me creatively fulfilled, spending a month in a cave and then
That's it.
putting out shit I like and
That's it.
not
That's
really
the
caring.
one thing we've talked about this. That's the one thing I'm so jealous of your ability to do to just. I mean, and you kind of view it as a curse in many ways, but
Yes.
I am as someone who just kind of has a very adept ability to just not focus on all the things I need to do for long periods of time.
We both want those traits. In each
We
other.
want what each other have, and I feel like we should do some sort of maybe visit a witch
Maybe a
of
brain,
some
a little bit
sort.
of brain swap.
Kind of do like I'll take your left side of your brain, you give me your left.
Yeah.
See what happens.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm very one track with stuff. I
What
don't
if
know
you-
You guys have a great fucking.
What if you
podcast
locked
here.
lips?
Literally.
We kissed.
Yeah, we could be like we could be like Dementors, and we could suck our souls out.
Dementors.
Dementors. Oh, we got that's fun.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
a fun
I wasn't
story.
sure if we were gonna say
No,
it.
it's
but-
okay. I'm great at telling stories, guys. We
wanna
went to
try it?
we went to Universal
try
and we
it?
went on the
You wanna
Harry
try it?
Potter
Here we
ride, and we
go.
went on the Harry Potter ride, and we got in the Harry Potter thing, and Hermione Granger went fucking Expelliarmus or whatever, and then we flew up into it, and we were going all around, and there's the Whomping Willow, and we didn't get whomped because if they got whomped, then the place would be sued. And then we kept going, and we saw a screen, and there was Harry Potter, and he was playing Quidditch, and he went through the castle.
And then all of a sudden,
No, and then we went through another one, and then it
no,
yeah.
it was the.
And then no, okay.
Quidditch
So
one.
then after that,
Listen,
okay. So after this, no, guys, I'm getting the skill.
I feel like this is artificial.
no, this
what
is
you're
great.
doing.
No, it's
This has got to be artificial. What you're doing.
well,
with
we
this.
went into the Dementor part. Why am I fucking calling them Dementor? Thank you. We're going to the Dementor part, and as soon as we're on a screen, Harry's like, "Blimey, look out!" And then-
Dementors.
Dementors! And then the thing swoops up to the screen, starts to suck out our soul, and the second it fucking hits the camera, the whole ride just stops.
The
Instantly.
whole ride stops.
Music, everything. We just hear like muffled over the
Oh,
chatter.
no idea what they're saying.
No idea what they're saying. Just in silence. And then it picks up again, but the screen doesn't restart and the music doesn't restart, and we go into the Dementor land, and it's just all of them like, and there's fucking no music.
Silence.
Fucking silence, just like coming out of the shadows.
Animatronics coming towards us, just
Screaming
terrifying.
at us.
The scary part of the ride.
Yeah, just absolute fucking silence. And it was my favorite part of the ride. It was great.
It was a good part. I mean, I think my favorite part was like waiting there in silence and then turning to you and saying, you know, when this ride starts back up, that screen's going to turn on and it's going to be a Dementor there.
And it's going to be sucking our fucking
And it's
soul
going to be
out.
sucking our
Yeah, so there I am with like
big,
3/4
big
of a
cock.
soul sitting in there. Huh? What?
You're excused.
Oh, thank you. Remember, we were sitting in line just like making shitty jokes and we're like, blimey, a Dementor sucking me off. It was like, what the fuck is this?
I did. Oi, bruv. Me brother, Stoily, got sucked off by a Dementor the other day.
And he was just doing this like nice,
'Twas a
non-existent
blimey
fucking
time,
character.
I'll tell you what.
And then it's fucking Dobby has a cock and it's being sucked by a Dementor. As that one. That's pretty good. Yeah,
That's pretty good.
that's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. So Ted, where do you see yourself?
Let's go. What's
I'm-
next for you?
I mean, I'm just gonna keep. I mean, really, with the idea of what next is, just post videos more, and then also do more film stuff, more film world stuff. I want to shoot and direct music videos and films, and utilize my E-list fame for such endeavors. I think it'd be very fun. Love being on set. Love being here. Love Borov. And yeah, I mean, it's tough because it's with this sort of in this business. It's really hard to determine where you're going in the future and what's in your future. So you just kind of have to hold on to like what is something that you're interested in doing, and then maybe if that opportunity comes up, then okay, you can act on it. But I don't know. It's hard. It's very, very hard to determine, where you're going to go. Absolutely. People's interests change over time too. So, but I'm very, very happy where I am right now that I get to do this wonderful podcast with these two wonderful, extremely funny friends of mine.
That's us, man.
So
That's us.
yeah.
So where are you guys?
Wait a second. Maybe what if he's talking about like Alex and
Yeah, because you're not good at telling stories. So maybe
So I feel like it's
We
only
have a
fair to ask you the same question though, right?
What?
where are you
Where
going,
you see-
bro?
well, where are you going? What's
Your
the point?
original question you asked us.
If this was like 6 months ago, the answer Quackity would give is, I'm going back to Mexico for my dentist appointment.
I would travel a lot. I would travel a lot for my dentist
This
appointment.
fucker.
I'm done.
The old.
It's gone. It's gone.
Hey, look at that. Get those chompers.
The choppers are clean.
It was always,
man.
I'm going back. I'm going to a different country just for the dentist.
Fucking everything health related here is expensive as hell.
That's true.
How do you
Very
guys live with that? That's
We.
don't. You don't.
Yeah. Well, many do.
I'm
that.
not
if I haven't
26
been-
yet, so I
Still
don't
on
really
the
have to
parents'
deal.
Still on the parents'
yeah.
plan.
Still on the parents' plan.
Very good. So,
Listen,
Sorry, Bor.
what's the answer?
Listen, man. I'll go where everything takes me, where my creativity takes me, and where my brain takes me. Right? You think maybe 2 years ago I would predict a fucking Minecraft roleplay server to do what I'm doing right now? I would have never.
No, because Minecraft was dead at the time 3 years ago.
Exactly.
2 years
So
ago?
I don't.
I mean, more dead than it is now.
2 years ago, I made
true.
a tribute to Minecraft.
Yeah, because you thought it was dead.
Or
You know,
yeah, I did.
You know, I've used that the outro song you used. Fucking used it so many times.
You know, it's funny. It's funny, and this is something no one ever wants to admit or will admit.
Oh.
But if you look at Google Trends for Minecraft, the exact month and year I uploaded a tribute to Minecraft was the lowest point Minecraft had ever been. And it started rising and didn't stop since.
Slap.
So I basically brought back
You made
Minecraft.
the Dream SMP.
I did.
You made
I
it
did.
the Dream SMP.
Yeah, I did. And let's talk about let's go and talk about the new lore I'm planning for my character on the Dream SMP.
Okay. All right. Let's
I
hear
would
it.
do lore with you on the Dream.
You want
SMP.
him?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let-
That sounds fun.
Let's think
Come
of
on,
a plot.
come
I think
on.
I canonically have your bones.
That's true.
So you
Yeah.
put my
I
bones.
canonically ate your heart.
Really?
That's true. Yes.
So how are we going to do this?
You got to grind his bones up into a
Since I
powder
have
and
your
release
bones,
it into a fire.
I'll let
And
you
then
on-
from the fire, you will emerge.
I was gonna say, you let me. I'll let you on my setup, and you live vicariously through me when I have your bones.
Last time I put you on Laura, it was a thing where we made a bet, and depending on that bet, you were brought back to life or not.
Was I?
Who knows?
Oh,
Who knows?
my goodness!
Did I win the bet? Did you win the bet?
How
Maybe I
convenient.
won the bet.
Who knows?
Maybe it's time to reveal to everyone on the Chuckle Sandwich podcast that I actually won the bet. And the last couple months have just been me planning this.
What is your first line gonna be when
return.
you come back on the Dream SMP?
What's up,
Come on.
bitches?
Don't.
My first line on the Dream SMP.
You don't want to ask him that.
I know.
My
That's why I
first
did.
line on the Dream SMP.
That's very risky.
When I rise from the ashes, I'm
Yeah.
gonna look at the camera and I'm gonna say, "It's time to do something funny."
Like the Joker.
Yeah.
Do you relate to the Joker, Schlatt?
What's
yeah.
funny to you though? What's funny? That's
what's
a
funny
real
to me?
question.
I'm gonna.
I think
I'm gonna stop you right there.
I'm gonna stop you right there.
So, did you really give a full answer, or was it more of like
In terms of what?
Yeah, was that
Listen,
answer
man.
real?
No,
I agree with Charlie on that.
I've quite literally gone through 5 change phases throughout my whole entire career, right? So whatever takes me next in terms of that, different phase, because I'm not gonna be on the Dream SMP for my entire life.
What?
Huh?
I'm sorry.
Excuse me.
I've got to come
I
clean.
can't
I'm
wait
not,
for you to trend when
I'm
this
not-
episode comes out.
Things are gonna change. I'm changing as a human being. I'm fucking changing.
I got it. You leave.
Okay.
I come in.
Oh,
That's where I step in.
You replace me.
I replace
You
you.
replace me.
I run less Nevadas.
People are gonna love that so much.
They're gonna love that so
They're
much.
gonna
They're gonna our
The Dream
relationship.
SMP is about to get a lot funnier.
Our relationship is gonna be
a
so
thousand
wholesome.
times funnier. A thousand
Oh,
times
Jesus
funnier.
Christ.
jschlatt makes the Dream SMP a thousand
thousand
times
times
funnier.
funnier.
You know how many people would shit their fucking pants if they saw that title? That is so funny. Just like out of sheer fear.
So we are reaching towards the end of our podcast time for sure. But before we let you go, I mean, every time we have a guest
Oh
on,
yeah, we have this thing,
No, I don't.
that I'm sure you know quite well. We have a little question.
Okay.
Jeez, some noise in the background.
what the fuck?
That's so unprofessional. That is so unprofessional.
Jesus
Just
Christ,
brother.
Quackity, would you rather have unlimited bacon, but no more video games, or would you rather have games, unlimited games, but no games?
I'm not. Listen, I was born and raised in Mexico.
Listen to the question,
Okay,
or
okay,
be
okay.
forever lost.
Are you monologuing again?
Oh no! Go ahead.
I asked you the question.
What's the question? I want.
Give it
Would
to
you
him.
rather have unlimited bacon, but no more video games, or games? Unlimited games. Unlimited games. But no games.
60, 59, 58, 57, 29, 26,
What?
55, 3.14159, 56,
Bacon's really fucking good. I have every morning a ham sandwich with mayo, lettuce, tomato, and bacon. And I don't think I'll ever be able to replace that.
42.
I don't think I'll ever be able to replace bacon in my morning routine.
No. So you're going with unlimited bacon?
Fuck Minecraft. Fuck everything else.
What?
I'll have bacon for the rest of my fucking life.
Wow.
Wow. Okay.
My God.
Jesus Christ. Bit of a cop-out pussy answer, but no, I mean,
Bit of a cop-out pussy answer. I agree
That's
with
fine.
you, Schlatt. Thank you so much, Quackity, for joining
I enjoy
us.
my fucking sandwiches
on
in
the
the morning.
Chuckle Sandwich
no one
podcast.
can change shit from it.
But before we let you go, we want to
we wanna
roll out the red carpet.
for you here.
This
This
camera, this camera, this camera,
one
this
there.
camera,
There's one
that
there.
camera, that
These
camera,
cameras. Go ahead.
that
That camera.
camera.
There's a camera
this
hiding
camera.
behind
We got
there.
that
I've
timer.
got this camera right
cup,
down here.
Cup. Cup,
can look.
tell everyone what you got going on.
Spider.
Borif will be pointing to the camera you need to address.
Okay. This one, you pointed at that one.
Where
first.
can people find you?
People can find me at Quackity. My name is Quackity.
Dude.
My name. With a little bit of anticipation, there you go. People can find me at Quackity. All my socials are Quackity, and I do whatever I fucking want for. I figure out whatever I want, and what I want to do, I'll do it. Follow me at Quackity at all socials.
Are there any projects, any new things you got going on?
Mind your own business.
Okay.
Oh.
All right, let's
Holy
go.
shit. All right.
Okay,
Well, thanks
thank
so
you
much
so
to
much.
Quackity.
All right.
I appreciate it. Thank you guys
that
for
was,
inviting
that
me.
was Chuckle Week.
Yeah, that was Chuckle Week, everyone.
Chuckle Week.
Thanks so much for joining us on Chuckle Week. This is probably, depending on how we release this could be like 2 months down the line since we ended Chuckle Week.
Like 3.
But
4 maybe.
maybe 2.5 months
Week's
down the
over.
line.
It's
Fuck
finally
you,
time.
Pokemon. Fuck you.
Don't
Whoa.
say
Do you guys not get
that.
along? Why do you guys ending it?
No, we're ending it because it's finally time for Fuckle Week.
Fuckle Week, baby!
Fuckle Week. Fuck you later. No.